I can't believe I announced it with you.
Welcome,
Because
everybody.
it's for you.
Hello!
Hello! So, starting off with the good news, the computer is connecting. Yay! The bad news is the music is not. So, I don't have music today, I'm sorry.
Music's in my heart.
The music's in your heart, but I don't know. I think the music's more for us. I don't think it comes across the stream anyway, so.
Turn on the Skyrim playlist, and you can.
That's actually not a bad idea. If you guys want to put on like the Skyrim ambient music, I actually can't put that on the stream anyway. So there you go. You can do what I can't. So hello everyone. Welcome to episode 71 of our campaign. I don't think we have. Yeah, I don't think we really have anything new announcements except join the Discord if you haven't already. That's where we put up announcements. Like for example, I was running late today. I'm sorry. So then you can know. Yeah. As another announcement, if you missed any of our past episodes, want to rewatch them, or need to catch up, or I don't know, any of those, all of our episodes are uploaded to YouTube, and they're all in a playlist, so you can just watch them, have them running in the background, and you can listen to the transition of our audio quality. It's really good. We make good improvements. I'm very proud. Thank you, Tech Manager, for everything.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. So I think that's it. So we're just gonna jump in. So, last we left off, Starlight Battalion, which is this merry group of people, after defeating Lorelei, the goddess to be ascended.
Do you want to know?
Who had gained the boon of Lux, the god of light and pacifism, who had a seat at Ravania's council, this new growing paragons that were mortals rising up to be gods in the face of whatever the next great rift is going to be. The party, having multiple dealings with Ravania and a deep hatred for Lorelei and the other man at that table, Ego Vex, made a deal with Ravania in exchange for her name, which had been stolen from her through a bad deal on her part. They would get the name. She would get her name back in exchange for booting out the two other members at her table. She easily agreed to those terms. And you immediately the next day found Lorelei, and beat the ever-living hell out of her. You managed to finally slay her with Wade being able to pull the spark of divinity out of her chest and absorbing it into himself, gaining a boon of his own. Meaning that now 3 of the 5 members of your party now have boons and are on their path to ascension.
Boon?
2 of you only have boons and are not fully ascended. However, Vagus, having been given the power by Ravania, was able to complete his ascension and therefore took the second now seat at the table. Well, I guess third. Now that Lorelei's been dispatched into the Pantheon, becoming the guardian of the dead and already beginning his duties, transporting the dead on their way to the afterlife. The party celebrated this victory by returning back to the Freeloy Collective, mainly to escape the ship, which was more of a Looney Tunes style jabbing with psychic lance at the captain as he tried to enter the doorway. And then leaving the ship, arriving back at the Freeloy Collective, telling Caldina what had transpired, and checking in with the 2 members of your group that you had left in Caldina's workshop. Sir Charles and Nini, who had been kidnapped by Lorelei in the past and augmented through her cyberpunk-style experimentations. You informed them that she was now dead, and Wade, with his new connection now to the boon, was able to break the hold that she once had over them, saving Sir Charles, Nini, and Vandal, Vax's brother, who had all been corrupted by Lorelei. After some conversations and for returning back to the Dead End, your ship, which you had not been to in the game a few days, outside of the game a few months, and took a moment to enjoy your new upgraded ship and just enjoy the comforts of home. As the day progressed on, multiple outings occurred, starting with Ava's apparent interest in Vandal.
Would you like a tour of the ship?
In which several members of the party and otherwise got tours of the ship.
4 tours of the ship that day.
Stop touring the ship!
So he was upstairs, she was downstairs. That's about it.
Here's my bed. Here's my bed again. Hello.
As Ava spends the evening in conversation with Vandal, getting to know him and learning a little bit more about his insecurities and his concerns about Vagus. This strained relationship between the two, as Vandal really has no memory of Vagus. Wade, on the other hand, began a conversation with Nini, in which she kind of took charge of.
Not a fish. Look good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
You don't
We
know
don't
her
know
fable.
Yes.
The papers can transform into anything.
oh
Basically
yeah.
said, fuck me. And Wade's like, you want to tour the ship?
Yeah, it started with Wade offering her a tour of the ship and her being very confused when he got her alone and actually toured the ship. Nini not sure what his intentions were, as it
tour
had
the
been.
ship. You want to fuck? Well, now you have to answer my question, silly.
You silly
We haven't
goose.
even toured the ship yet.
Yeah, one question at a time.
In which
No, this is the kitchen. Stop.
Apollo, being forever the wingman, left them an expensive bottle of alcohol, in which Nini grabbed, and her and Wade disappeared into the city. For you don't really know what happened to them after that. Apollo and Vagus decided to go bros night out and be each other's wingman out into Vagus's old stomping grounds.
Boom.
In which Vagus didn't really pick a fight, but finished one at a local bar. And Apollo got to know a local engineer who had, looking upon the bar and seeing 3 potential different options, chose a woman who was
4.
No,
Oh, there's definitely 4.
And Wade was there too.
that's
Barbara, you
right.
missed it.
No.
You could have been the
Yeah.
5th.
It could have been Barbara and
Yeah, and too bad she was shitting the whole time.
the diarrhea from the night before. Those
Yeah,
were the
what
6
was the
dinner.
character that just blossomed out of this? What was her
Or was it
name?
Laura or
Lenore.
Lenora.
Lenora. Right?
it was Lenora, yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I forget my name sometimes. What the fuck?
Well, I can be whatever you want me to be, baby.
Yeah, last session was wild. And after
old are you?
which,
Enough.
as everyone kind of disappeared for the night and
Ageless.
Vagus was left alone in the bar, deciding to spend the night by himself, enjoying the conversations in the bar. And as night progressed and that time came for him, stepping outside and taking the souls that he had gathered along their final journey, he had a conversation with Lorelei in which informing her that, well, really, that he bore no hatred of her, and her surprise of that he wasn't going to take advantage of her, well, the fact he literally held her soul in his hands, but instead walked with her into her afterlife, and on his way back felt that he was being watched and looked over to see an unfamiliar cloaked face, which Vagus did not recognize. His cloaked figure, 4 arms, 2 of which extend out behind him like a pair of massive wings.
Guess which arm's going up your ass?
Trick question all aboard.
Which, on table, Vagus has no idea who this figure is. Above table, the players recognize this individual from our first campaign as one of the gods from the Fort Staltura campaign, Myru, the god of time, who, like Vagus has now deemed himself to be, is a shepherd of the dead, bringing them to their final destination. There was no conversation between the two, but Vagus, feeling his presence, watching him, which vanished as quickly as he noticed it. And that's where we return. What?
Man, well, 2 nat 20s back to back on that dice.
Wasting him.
I also just rolled in that 20.
And that's where we return. Was there anything that you wished to wrap up from your night's? I'm not saying finished, but
You just cleans the ship, but avoids certain areas.
I am not cleaning that.
I'm not
up.
cleaning up certain things in certain places.
Tour the ship.
Myru is there to
so I will say that none of you for sure knows what happened with other members of your party. If you wish to find out, that will be an in-character conversation.
Oh no, we have telepathic bond up.
So we know the whole time.
Apollo does not mute telepathic bond ever.
Okay, so you'll know what Apollo did
Yes,
last
here from
night.
Apollo did. Yes! Oh my god, yes!
I'm sitting there, so like, where do you want to? Where do you want to? Apollo, shut the fuck up. Which god do you want to go to?
What do you? What god do you want? Apollo, shut the fuck up.
I'll be right back. Shut the window.
Just in your head.
I didn't think that could go there.
Where does O live?
A strange walk.
Which god is called O?
The god of O.
Oh my.
It's a mythical being never to be discovered.
Oh, you've seen a lot of ankles recently, though.
This is true.
Apparently, that's the offering.
So, is there anything that you wish to wrap up from the night before, or should we continue with the next morning as you all either wake up or arrive on the dead end? The choice is yours. I guess who is on the dead end and who is
Dead end.
yeah. So who's sleeping on the dead end?
I would have
When
gone
they
back.
wake up.
Would have gone back to the dead end.
Okay, so
Very cautiously.
we'll start with you, Vagus, and Ava, and Vandal. All wake up the next morning, feeling however you choose to feel after the night before.
I might.
You're right.
I might.
So,
I'm doing pretty bad.
I will say you.
What's up?
Everyone just kind of ditched you yesterday.
Yep. I know.
I will say nothing occurred on the ship. I don't think.
I'm not old enough to get into some of the bars yet.
No, yeah. You got left with Netflix and a bag of chips and said,
Yep.
"Good luck."
Vegas hit me with the be in bed by 9 and left.
Yeah, he put a cocoa melon. Said peace.
It was everyone be back to the ship before the lanterns turn on. So
Yeah.
Yep.
It defines who you are. It's a core memory.
All right. So I guess Vagus, Ava, and you. What do you guys wish to do as you wake up the next morning?
I will make a hearty breakfast for everyone. I'm
Okay.
assuming everyone's evening was rather rough.
Ooh,
I just
would
slow-
try and make it back in time
Yeah.
for Vegas' breakfast, though.
Oh yeah, sure.
That is
Yeah,
a
we'll
priority.
come back to you too.
Yeah.
I just
that's
slow
priority.
Roomba into the kitchen. Just. Good morning. Morning. How was everyone's night?
It was good.
I heard.
You see, as Vandal like kind of steps out of like the sleeping area, still wearing the same clothes from yesterday. BC is not wearing. You see, he's not. As you see, as he steps out into kind of like the dining area, still wearing the same like black dress
Which
pants.
sleeping area does he step out of?
Well, you guys all sleep in like the same area. Oh, like which bunk does he
Yeah.
step out of? It's probably Vagus' hammock.
Okay.
Which actually, let's back up a little bit. So I don't know if you would have known.
I
So you were
did give
rooming.
Vandal my
You gave Vandal, Vagus
So
gave
you
Vandal's
would've-
hammock. So you tell me, what'd you do last night?
Oh no!
I would have gone up there thinking it was Vegas at first, and then. Wait a minute.
glowing blue lizard on the left.
I will say you, as you like settle onto the familiar lizard chest, Vagus doesn't usually wear a shirt. And as you look, you see as Vandal wearing the white dress shirt is just kind of like who's starting to sit up and just sees you. And just,
What are you doing in my bed?
your voice is familiar. Are you you?
And I just slither off.
Leaves a snail trail.
I absolutely leave a snail trail.
Yeah, and he's like.
Slap
After a
the
moment, you
phone.
see as he kind of like leans over the hammock a bit, and he's, "Are you sleeping under my bed?"
You just goes on the bottom side of
I'm
the bunk.
attached on the underside of the bunk. It's my
Right.
bed.
Right. So
And then I will. Okay. I'm gonna wait until he's asleep,
So you're next
Okay.
to Ava.
and then once he's asleep, I will lay a trap
okay, what are you gonna do?
because I don't like that he's in my bed.
Okay.
I put a gun above his head.
I come home at some point that night and just hop in one of the extra bunks. So
Are you being stealthy about this?
I would
Hugh?
try to be quiet.
Okay, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Guidance. I would if I'm trying to be stealthy during this. I don't want people to see me.
good old
Oh, well,
gate guidance.
doesn't help. With guidance. 6.
6. Yeah, Ava, you definitely see this. So, you, what is it your turn to do?
So, I'm going to find a bucket, maybe just a spare bucket on the ship, or in myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna fill it up. What do we have in the kitchen that we're not using? Is there anything that going bad?
Wait.
You guys been gone for a while, so probably.
I'm gonna look in the kitchen. Everything going bad? Is there like a lot of? I'm looking for slippery things.
Ew.
Probably. There's some
banana.
food that's not going well.
Okay.
I'll give your imagination go wild on that.
I'm
Was
gonna
it-
find a bunch of like either like kind of just squishy, rotten food, like mashed up bananas, that kind of thing. Maybe some oil, and I'm just gonna make a really like a grease-like slippery substance, and I'm gonna put it right under his hammock, on the feet side, like from the middle to the feet side. So when he gets out, he has to kind of jump down a little bit. He's gonna hit it and ideally fall.
But does
I'm
he
sorry, explain it to me again?
So I'm gonna.
He made an oil trap right on the bottom of the bed, so that way when he jumps down from the bunk,
Because it's
he
a bit of a
slips.
hop because it's a
Yep,
bunk.
you're right. Okay. So, Ava, you definitely see this.
Mm-hmm. Don't look at me. Just... You let this happen. This is. I need this. And then I'm gonna stand guard next to my little grease spill, make sure Ava doesn't mess with it. I'm just gonna I'm just ball formed next to it.
So none of them sleep because they're having this stare off.
I don't,
So-
need this, I don't need to sleep, is the
So,
thing.
Magus, you come home late into the night to see Ava trying her damnedest to stay awake as you see a bucket with some slimy shit, you in a ball next to it, and Ava just staring at him from underneath your bed. That is just staring at you.
A sign pops out from the side. It'll be like a little like post-it note almost that just says, "Go around the spill." Goes back in.
Who's winning at chess? I just look over both of them.
Eventually, Ava does have to sleep. I'll win the attrition battle.
I didn't think I've ever seen this part of Dragon Chess. And I will walk around the center to the other side, still kind of drunk, and just kind of sit on one of the beds and look.
Oh, the bucket is empty. I've poured it onto the ground, so it's a puddle.
Oh, okay. So you see back to you guarding the mess he left on the
Yeah,
floor.
it's a puddle of grease on the floor.
Okay, okay.
Well, it's a good thing Nini and Vandal are swabbing the deck. And I will go to bed.
All right. So the next morning, as you all get up, I will say, just for the sake of the scene, I'm going to say that you two wake up the next morning, go trotting out to eat your breakfast. The three of you are all digging into Vagus's morning hearty meal when you just hear this kind of crashing sound.
Yes.
And a few moments later, you see as Vandal steps out of like the back area, completely shirtless, holding,
You're welcome, Ava.
wearing the
wow.
black dress pants, completely shirtless on the top, holding the balled up shirt that you can see is covered with this grease stain. And you see there's like I don't know if lizard folk can blush, but you see as he just kind of like looks not super comfortable and goes, I think I need to find a place to wash this.
We could also.
He'll let it go and it's like, oh, thank you. That's very. And he kind of backs up. I appreciate that. Maybe it kind of looks to you. Perhaps, could I borrow something?
There's a change of clothes. I'll point over to the end of the hall. I'm sure I've got a chest somewhere with.
All
Yeah.
the clothes from these taken from all these dead bodies. Half of them have slashes and cut marks.
So I'll say he steps out of the room and goes to the chest. Vagus, please explain to me what he ends up wearing based on what you have in your closet.
It would essentially just be like workers' clothes. It would be like something from probably when I was working on the docks or something.
Sure, yeah, yeah.
Long
Baggy
sleeve.
t-shirt.
Are
Yeah.
Esther and Guardian with us?
Super
too?
long pants.
No,
No,
they're solo
so-
Gyro.
Yeah. So actually, I'll say Charles actually mentioned about wanting to hire Guardian for protection, considering he keeps getting kidnapped.
Yep.
Um,
By Guardian.
That's why, actually. So after a few moments, Vandal returns holding the pants, wearing a pair of brown, like workers' pants that are rolled up on the bottom, and a shirt that is probably 2 sizes too big for him. Vagus is definitely broader than Vandal.
He's just like, come on. It was pretty good. Come on. Yeah.
Wait when you get here.
It's the unseen servant.
And you see as Vandal, he looks so uncomfortable in this ill-fitting clothing.
We can get you some proper clothes today if need be.
Right, I'll do that. Thank you.
We'll
And he
start
sits awkwardly at the table.
serving everyone probably like potatoes, a steak, and some eggs.
And I'll say at that point, who would return first?
Wade would definitely try and make it back for breakfast.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, I'll say Wade probably get there first. Is Nini with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we'll
as
come back
you'll
together.
as Vandal sits at the table, you hear a clamor on the steps, and you see Wade and Nini.
You opened that door last night, didn't you?
No, we had a good time last night, and we'll just leave it at that.
Nini's like,
We're
yeah,
here for
fucked.
breakfast. If Nini can join us, I was telling her how amazing the breakfast is.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
Get out a couple extra
I'm gonna
plates.
pull the chair out for her. Let her have a seat.
Door was open.
He held that door open all night long.
And
His stamina. Whew.
I knew it!
and you see as she looks at the plate, kind of glances over at yours. She goes, "Well, I see that you don't have many carbs on yours."
Oh my god! You had a chance at friendship, Nini. Oh my god, the battle
Ava subconsciously grabs all the potatoes.
She
battle
she reaches in
continues.
and she plucks up.
Well,
Say it again. Say it again.
She said she's.
Please, not at the breakfast table.
She actually will laugh and she'll take it's like super
No, it's just like
mashed potato steaks and eggs.
okay, yeah, she'll take her
Fuck yeah.
fork and she'll take a little piece of the meat, Ava, and she'll put it from her plate and put it onto yours. Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
And I'll say
Poor Vandal.
shortly
I was
after
gonna say,
this,
look at Vandal, like,
Apollo, you return. Do you return this morning?
I just roll in whenever, yeah.
Okay, so are you gonna come in the morning during the breakfast or later?
I'll
Oh,
come.
he came last night.
I'm on my way to the ship.
Okay. I'll say it's up
I'll
to
show
you
up
then.
like when breakfast is getting ready to like wind down.
Okay, I'll say then you can choose when you enter the conversation. So the rest of you are all now seated. Is there any like conversations you guys wish to have?
Kind of a breakfast talk. So yeah, check in with everybody.
So how was your fuck last night?
That's why I was
You said casual breakfast talk. What do you mean?
I am actively like trying to look around at both of them, see if there's any like marks. Like, I'm like, what?
Wade singing to himself?
Because in use mine, I know that they turn into something. I'm like, do y'all turn for this? What's happening? What do you do?
Do you turn into your fucking Babel? You furry.
Oh my god.
You see a set of fish scales.
God.
So
About this time, Apollo will show
Yeah,
up.
we're
Fair
going
enough.
to
conversation.
from what I definitely talked with everyone about yesterday. We're going to use the key to go to Tracy, right? That's the first number one. Perion, yep. So we're going to Tracy and Perion, and then we're going to try and get the boon like as quickly and painlessly as possible.
I think Ava has the key, right? Or do we keep it with
I gave the chaos key to Ava
And
because
then-
Ava scried.
Are we going straight from there to Ego?
We can't unless there's a ship or there's a tree on Ego's ship because we don't know what teleportation circle.
Well, I mean, if we do, we have any other way to get to Perion? Because if we can we like scry on someone on that ship and then see a door?
well, we know of Ego, but I don't know who else.
Well, that's the
I was
thing.
gonna say you would know people in the Wolf's Ear.
I know the. Well, Tracy also found a teleportation circle in Perion,
So if we can get
but
that
it
circle-
is guarded,
Oh, okay.
and we probably will get in trouble for using it.
Okay.
Or we chaos key to her and then wait a day and go for Ego.
Long way. Yeah, which I think that'd be better anyways.
That means we get a day in Perion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
I think that's the best course of action. Yes.
Makes sense to me.
You just break your fork for breakfast.
Oh.
Do they want to be there for that?
Well, I thought that was kind of the point of bringing them back, making it, returning.
Yeah,
the
but then we
Wolf's
got
Ear.
Vagus descended. Now we're like, do we really need them? We can.
Well, yeah, I would just like to not put my family in danger.
I think it's something
they'd
that
be-
we can handle.
Yeah, especially after how we dealt with Lorelai, I think we can take on Ego now.
So you want to not have involve your family?
I don't want to risk them.
Do you want to let them know?
If I let them know, I think they'll try and
They'll want to
pursue-
come
Yeah, which I'd
and
rather
then
not.
follow us into the.
Oh,
They just
They're
got
trying to
they're
back.
gonna get a tour of the ship.
Yeah, they
They're
were
getting a tour of their own ship.
So many tours.
just
One day
30
you, one
breakfast
day.
times.
Maybe
Okay.
someday.
Yeah,
Agreement.
I agree.
Chaos key to Perion, spend the day there, deal with Tracy, and then after that, Chaos key to Ego.
I think that's the best
Kill
plan.
Ego.
I think that's a good plan.
Okay.
Which gives us time to scry on Ego tonight as well.
Well, I think we should save the scry until we're about to. Oh, we do need to see a door,
We need to see it.
and we don't want to waste that spell slot. You're right. I was saying because if we can like Lorelai pick up on the
He
scrying,
could be aware of it.
he'll be aware of it.
We need something. We could ask you. Never mind.
You did. That was
we-
a while ago, though.
What was that? The ship that we sank?
No, it was the new
After.
ship that he had taken by force from
We saw-
someone.
We saw him
Someone.
taking.
We don't know if
Yeah.
that's the same ship that he's on now, though.
No,
No.
you don't. Yeah,
We
you
should
heard
make sure.
something about him needing a new flagship. Whether he's still on that ship, you're not sure.
Are you ready for your 1v1?
I'll do my best, Captain.
Oh. I don't remember their names, but yeah. We took two of them.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
should be
Oh.
here, I believe.
Yeah, no, we have them.
No,
they're still like around somewhere.
in the Theseus
It
Stair,
is-
I think one is
where the
in
meat sticks are.
with Kildina actually,
I think one's here.
and the
Yeah.
other one I think he left in Haven.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
The more angry of the two wanted to be left in Haven.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, because there was a kid and older general. Told
The
me.
kid is the one that I modified his memory.
I wrote it down. I'll find it in a sec.
Hod and Care.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Hod was left in Haven, and Care is still
With
here
Kelvina.
on Freeloy,
Okay.
if I remember correctly.
But they also wouldn't have any.
I am as well.
Yeah.
Finish breakfast and then head out. Do we need to stock up on anything first? I think we should probably leave them behind
I think that's probably wise.
to not put anyone in excess danger. I mean, this is our ship.
Our ship is here.
She, I think, is going to remain with the ship.
Yeah, someone has to watch the ship while we go.
Well, I am. You said she's pretty strong? You see, as Nina kind of looks over, I am.
Wade looks in
She
pain
kind of
today.
laughs.
You look over and he's just like singing to himself, I'm walking in the sunshine.
Wade's hovering like an inch off the seat.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to sit down fully.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's getting harder.
Look, I
This
would
thing called pegging.
look. I would.
Hey man.
Oh my god.
I'm not until you try.
I would love to
You could turn anything.
knock Ego down a few.
Pegs. Damn it. It comes full circle.
No.
Oh, the ultimate vengeance.
Grazie.
I turn into. No, I don't.
No.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Please
I
don't.
volunteer stupid.
It's involuntary.
Just demonstrate on this.
Yeah. What do you want to do to Ego? You want to take him down a few
I
pegs?
suppose it's up to you if you think I should go with you. I mean, I also can remain here and familiarize myself with the ship.
Someone needs
Wade
to watch
already
the
gave you a
ship.
good tour last night. I think you're pretty familiar.
They weren't on the ship.
Oh, of course we actually
Back up,
toured
they
the
were
ship.
I know.
Where's the front?
Where's the front?
Where are the 3 emergency exits?
Yeah. I think we should not take them,
question, wherever
but
the
I'd say
holes are on
up
the
to you if you want to take Nini or not.
It's the whole ship.
Yeah, one
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you two repeat again?
I was to say, I don't think we should take either of them to not put either of them in danger. I mean, this is kind of our fight, but I mean, also like we're the ones that have been preparing and are more ready for it.
Yeah. It just we already have a plan
So,
made before
mhm.
your rescue, and it just would be to our advantage just to stick with it.
And we need someone to watch the ship.
I can do that. And
Stay out of my bed, looking at Vandal.
he just kind of like looks at Vagus, kind of looks back at you, and right.
You can use one of the extra bunks if you'd like.
Very well, I will do that.
Get yourself a cab.
I
Wade just looks at you like, "What did you do?"
You didn't hear the thud?
Oh,
you weren't here.
you just get chalky milk. You see as he looks at you, Ava, and he kind of nods and takes the coin. Thank you. I was just about to mention that it looked like we needed to resupply, and I'll look into purchasing some cleaning products as
Use right there.
well. Right. Of course.
I can help with that.
I love immediate beat between Nini and Ava, and an immediate beat between you and Vandal. There's a fucking soap opera on this ship.
Yeah.
If you're looking to get
I am
some
goalless.
improvements, I can help with that. And I'll give him 125 gold.
Very well.
And
If you could provide me with a list of things you need, I will familiarize myself with the shops here. And
Feel free to get
Supply.
yourself some new clothes as well.
Ooh,
Thank you.
does Nini know if she knows the design of what we've done to the wolves here for the net that's on the bottom?
oh, of course.
If she can help make that for our ship,
Yeah, I
if you
can,
can
we can do
apply
that.
that would be.
And
amazing.
she kind of like eyes the coins I was given to Vandal, and she goes, "Actually, I could probably do it with Caldina's help and some of those funds. Yeah, easy enough."
There's a anti-magic net at the bottom of the wolves here. That if we're ever to get above a ship, drop the net, it would disable all kinds of magic if they have any.
That could do well.
That would be very helpful with the apparent stealth tech you have on this ship.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Anything else?
No, I think the sooner we can get this done, the better, just because I don't want Hugo Vex to have more time to recuperate.
Yep. All right.
I divvy up.
We ready to key? Oh, does
Hold
she
on.
have it?
Yeah.
We gave it to Ava? Okay.
Yeah, because she
Before we
did this
go,
guy.
I'm gonna divvy up.
You
Everyone
gave
gives
it to her.
1,000 gold.
Back up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So everyone gets 1,000 gold.
For the first time, Wade
And
actually
then
has
I
money.
had 16 before this.
16,000?
Gold.
No, just
16.
Oh,
Okay, so minus, and then I will take. I'll create a on the ship near Vagus's bunk. We'll just. Do you want to put like a little chest here? We can create like a ship fund.
this entire time, Wade has
That can
never
work
had
well.
money.
Wherever
I had
we
16
build
gold.
ship, for upgrades of the ship, we just put
I
money
guess I
in
put it towards the
Works for
party
me.
fund because
You want me to get a safe?
there. Yeah, that would be nice, like a smaller safe, so that way we can keep funds
Sure.
in here.
There's plenty of places to hide it.
Yeah.
Do be careful. The ship does change to a shop. Hasn't been used very much, but
Oh, I didn't know they still made ships like that.
they don't.
Oh.
So I will give Nini another 500 gold for the safe, and then whatever is left inside the safe.
Sure.
Okay. Anything else anybody needs? Do we want to get another? Well, we can shop in Imperial when we get there.
Every day, so.
Where is all the gold being kept at the moment?
Party fund inside of you.
Wait, it's in me, right? Yeah.
I'm just keeping.
Man, it's gonna suck if you dies.
Yeah. Why would you say that now?
Because now I wanted to yeet him off the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I won't let you get you.
And
Mainly because you're my money.
It's my leverage. Remember that.
Yeah, I think we're good, Ava. I'll message Tracy.
Brace yourself.
Brace yourself. We're coming through your door now to help with the boom. See you soon. Bye bye. Skibidi bye.
Excuse- I feel like I've heard that one before. All right.
And Ava, go for it.
All right. Okay.
I
As
think the back door.
waiting for it. Get out of your system. So,
I think the side door.
as where on the ship do you guys do this? Where's the door that you guys use for the chaos key that's on the dead end?
Probably in the storage room
Yeah.
downstairs.
Storage room. The area where Ava keeps scratching up the floor to make her
To hide her
divine her
Yep.
divinity
divination.
donation.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a D word. As you insert the key into the lock and turn it,
So classic.
willing for the door to open into the dark room that you saw before in your scry. The first thing, well, that you actually all of you can see with your dark vision, is a very small, dark inn room. And as you all quickly step through before this enchantment fails, you were all shocked. Well, you first notice Tracy, who is standing not directly in front of you, but slightly off to the side as if she stood up to greet you. You also notice to your right, Tracy sitting in a chair.
Oh no.
And you also see another Tracy that is currently curled up in the bed.
Oh.
Tracy, and Tracy.
And as you enter and the door closes behind you, you see the side door opens and there is a fourth Tracy, who as soon as she like kind of steps out and sees you, she goes like, ah! And she like gives a little shock and she just poof, and vanishes.
No, did she just die?
And you see it's the Tracy that's sitting in the chair. It just has her face like resting in her hands. And you never, again, rabbit folk can't really sweat, but if she could, she would be. She does not look very well. And you see she just looks and just, I'm really glad to, whoa, hold on. Oh shit, what's her voice?
She was more country.
She had a southern drawl almost.
I'm really glad y'all are here.
Hey y'all, glad you're all able to join us. Get a little crazy out here, and you see as her form begins to shift, and you suddenly, it looks as if she is extended a little bit before you see as she just stands up and just walks across the other side of the room, only you notice she is still sitting in the chair.
Oh.
How long has this been happening?
Oh, started since this morning.
Oh.
So this is a new edition.
Uh-huh.
How are you feeling?
I'm multiplying.
Fair.
The problem is when they all start talking. They're quiet right now, but you ever multiplied? It's weird.
If anyone could.
I mean, a little bit. Kinda.
Is this the amount that's... Is this all of them?
I don't know.
Oh.
I woke up to one of them talking to me, so I don't know exactly when it started. I'm guessing it was this morning.
And you don't have any, like, awareness of the other ones? They're all, like, separate?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Looking over all of them, am I able to tell which one is the real one? Like with kind of that spectral vision I have?
With your spectral vision, yes. You can see the one that's sitting in the chair appears to be the real Tracy.
Do the other ones have souls?
Looking at them, it is like an echo. You don't get the sense that it is like a piece of herself that's being divvied, but it is like a copy almost. Roll an Arcana check.
Arcana. I mean... 18.
1-9.
1-8.
Yeah. Absolutely. What kind of role do you want to make for this that you're trying to go for? Sure. Yeah. I agree with that. Okay, go ahead and make a nature check. Your shirt. 17. As you look her over, you feel just the energy within her is just all over the place. And that's, you're starting to get used to the feeling of being in close proximity to a boon or someone that is attuned to a boon. You can actually feel the boon within her like a live wire, just giving that electrical discharge off constantly. And you don't think there'd be a way to calm this down. You think that this is simply just a side effect of this boon going crazy. And Vagus, as you look upon these different Tracy's all around you, you're not a very, well, you of course you are a master
I
wizard.
am the greatest wizard.
You are the greatest wizard. You have heard stories of potentially more powerful wizards. Of course, not that many, but there are a few who achieve great feats of magic, including the ability to clone themselves. I'll say you rolled an 18. You've heard legends of simulacrum. Looking at this, it is a very shitty version of that. Even as you are watching, you can see as the one that is on the bed vanishes into a puff of mist. And you can see, like, as a few seconds after that one vanishes, another one is produced. These currently are not speaking, but you get the sense that these are very similar to simulacrum.
The greatest wizard of all time has seduced.
Yeah.
Good
It's
job.
her.
Can I get a? Yeah. Can I also?
But
get
a lot.
Do you know which one it is?
Can I
Oh yeah.
walk?
One in the chair.
Go ahead, Ava.
Yeah. Wade with urgency would, as soon as we know which one's the real one, rush over and try and
Okay.
as precisely as I can, without hurting her, try and remove the boom.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll for this. At this point, you've become quite familiar with this process.
Yep.
As soon as you, yes, you are.
He's
It's
a
on my
profession
resume.
boon
I updated
sucker.
it on my LinkedIn last night.
Nice. So are you just gonna? Are you gonna say anything to her? Or are you just gonna run up and get this out?
You may want to brace her.
Also gives professional tour guides.
Hit.
I'm gonna try and just help her be as calm as possible, and then I'm. just gonna-
Apollo will walk up and.
Yeah.
This might suck a little bit.
It's gonna suck a little bit.
All right. I mean, how bad could it?
Apollo
But you'll
holds her
feel
to the
better.
chair and braces her.
Yeah. You're gonna.
It's gonna suck
I'm
a
gonna
lot.
cast guidance on her just in case.
On her?
Yeah.
Okay, on 3, 1,
She's-
and I.
Oh, let's get up. As soon as you begin this
So
procedure,
glad you went and
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, just.
every campaign.
She will be healed.
As,
Went through a back door.
it is not difficult for you to find the boon that is within her.
Yeah.
However, what?
Colby was watching you, and he just touched his foot under the table, and he just went and looked until he found out who it was.
So it's one of the two of you.
Surprise, it was Chris.
Surprise.
That's
mother-
crazy.
Behold.
You're so warm because you got socks. Keep me warm.
You are
Daddy.
now well versed in this process because you've done it under duress while in combat with someone that's much more powerful than this individual. As you extract the boon, you immediately recognize that this is not a complete boon. What is
You have to get all the pieces together.
compared
They
to
broke
what
it down in
you've
slivers.
used before, and specifically what has helped you all ascend, this is a fraction of what it should be.
And it's still causing her to freak like this?
Yes.
Or is it because they're all split?
That's probably the problem.
And as you
Right,
think
it's
back
also-
to the effects of a boon that you saw in Goldstein, as you withdraw this shard, she immediately gasps, and you see as all of the duplicates of herself just go, "Boop," and they all vanish. And you see as she just like kind of slumps.
inevitable.
I'm Mr. Meese.
I was gonna say, that's sort of my.
And you see as she kind of like slumps in the chair a bit and just like slowly sits up and just goes. Just vomits
Yeah.
all over to the
Apollo
left
takes
hand
a step
side.
back. Yeah, I take
I'll
a
just
step back.
lay
too.
on hands, just a couple, just to make sure she's.
She just like she is like holding on to the bed frame, and she just gives you a.
Yeah.
Can I tell?
There.
I have a good idea who it's for, but can I feel whose boon this draws to?
As you look this over, this gives you elements of Kieran.
Okay. But do I?
Everybody
feel like
looks
it
at
draws-
Ava.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh,
does it
who could
draw-
be?
Yeah.
With the shard of this one, it is too small.
Looks like we're missing some pieces.
Well, I thought Batman was the detective.
Place, these
The
were
main
coming
shard.
from-
Broken up. Yep.
Okay,
We have
so
to
I'm,
find the
I
source.
don't want to
Yeah.
consume the power, but is there a way I can store it in the hand just so it's like
Yeah,
safe?
I'll allow that.
Okay.
You
But I'm not
specifically
gonna-
have the tool to do so.
I'm not going to.
The
Yeah,
boon
just-
Use
infinity
it on this.
stones.
Yeah, I
it's
can
like-
add it to the
Yeah, I
gauntlet.
see
Yeah.
the third one light up.
Just on you,
Half
no
of
one
you
else.
disappears. Yeah.
Down the middle.
Half of the
Little
soul in your
lumpy.
body.
Um,
Yeah, I would store it, but Wade will not use any of it because he doesn't want to risk
Well,
damaging it for himself.
You're right. That was awful. But thank you, and she sits up and kind of looks around and just wanted me, right?
Yes.
Why are you looking around?
Fourth wall. Sorry.
She looks at the wall binders.
There are 4 walls.
You're up 4 walls.
Yeah. Just looking at the fourth one.
Well, I suppose a thank you. About the other night.
Oh, the tables. Top. The tabletop.
Yeah, that. I'm out of that now, right?
correct.
Yes.
All right. Thank the gods. Not you. Well, maybe you. I don't know. But
What do you
Good.
mean? Apollo transform into her?
whoa. Oh, right. Oh,
It's a strange group of individuals.
sir, ma'am. Me, I just spend the whole morning talking to multiple copies of myself. I don't need another one. It's just holds up her hand and is like over you.
He means well.
Apollo
Uh,
transform back.
Well,
Live long and prosper.
since this
We're in one.
Well, you're in one. You're more welcome to.
Hey, we're commandeering your bed.
Nah, fine. I mean,
Nope.
oh no, this is a den room I'm renting. I mean, you might be able to do better. This place is just, kind of low key. Doesn't ask any questions and cheap.
Oh.
Well, I'm like,
You wouldn't happen to know where any of these other fragments or where this fragment came from, would you?
I assume they'd be at the races.
I think we would know the engine.
well, yeah.
But
Yeah, but we don't know where in the city that's at.
that's true.
Heist. Heist.
Yeah.
Heist.
Well,
He's on the highest high now.
after I met, well,
Good thing this is what I put my
Y'all.
whole background for.
and she points to Wade. Got really interested, especially when I found out some of the people that were sniffing after these engines. So I figured check it out myself, and came out here to Perion. And
You know what they say, curiosity killed the bunny.
haven't heard that one, but I'll keep that one in mind for the future. I heard about these races. Yeah. Now I can see why everyone wanted these engines so bad.
Where did these races take place? Exactly.
On the track.
How do we get to the track from here?
Ooh, you're lucky you were a bunny.
Where's the
It-
train?
Well, and she stands up out of the chair and she walks across the room and opens up the blinds that have been closed since you've been here. You are all immediately hit with this bright light, and you just see as this, and you just see, you don't hear any sound, but you just see this.
Oh.
We're already on the track!
Well,
The whole place.
kinda.
The ship
You're
is
kind
just
of on the
taking
track by default.
He's a really
All of
slow
Harry
lap
on the
time.
track?
Kinda. Well, and she,
Is Perry
Points out
on the
the window.
ship?
as you look outside, you realize that you are, as you look out, you don't see any ground. You just immediately see open, expansive sky. As you see a series or a cluster of small, almost like meteors, that are all loosely around each other with some structures and bridges that connect these different mini islands. And you can see ships that are moving in every direction at impossibly fast speeds all the time. This is not a major city like ones you've seen before, but this looks like perhaps at one point a small trading post that has been overtaken with drag racers. And as you're watching, you see this little burst of fire, and two ships just disappear down below. And there's no reaction to this.
Oh my god.
Just
What?
so yeah, everywhere's kind of and well, yeah, well, that's kind of what I want to talk to y'all about. Last time I talked, I think it was to you, mentioned I had kind of a problem, and I think it might benefit all of you. So I got this.
Who'd you steal it from?
I didn't steal it. I just said I was going to make improvements to the engine and make it faster, and that didn't exactly happen. I instead, well, you saw what happened to me. The guy's name is Red.
Don't look at me.
Wait.
There's different reds. I hope.
What does this red look like?
He's red.
All of them? Or just like a bandana?
No, all of them.
Okay.
I mean, what you could.
Is he a huge?
I'm sorry. Say what? No mask like that. One of the dragon folk.
Oh. I know.
Why y'all looking panicked? It's not like he's dire or anything.
Not.
I wasn't worried about
There's
Dyer.
a couple of them.
We killed him very quickly.
No. Sorry, I'm also talking to the fourth wall. No, a big red dragonborn fella. He runs one of the chop shops in the area.
Ooh.
Kind of shady, but you know,
you
I
wouldn't
built
say
business with him
outside
before,
shit's
never had a
expensive.
problem until now.
We'll tell him you died.
I'll transform into you, and then I will be you. And then Vagus can kill me, and then you'll be
And then
dead.
we'll tell him you died.
Appreciate that. Seems like a little sacrifice. I do appreciate that. That would definitely get some heat off my back.
Mhm.
Well, here's the thing. If you're in a charitable mood,
Not really.
well, it might help you though. See, I took this engine because he's trying to win like a big competition. So you know these engines that have been going around? They've been made for this event.
So does the winner get all the other engines?
Not all the other engines, but they get the core.
So there's a core.
So
that
we
has-
win the
From a
race.
who? Like, who is giving the core?
Yeah. Where is the core? Can we just go steal the core?
It's in the engines.
I mean, you can definitely try. No, it's
They have a big core that they break apart and put in the little fragments in the engines. Yes?
right.
Okay. We'll go steal the big core. We don't have to do the race, and we can just go.
Oh,
Is it stealing if they've already stolen?
No.
Wait, let's let her talk really
We're
quick. Hold on.
redistributing it.
Well, so where's this core coming from? Like, who
I
has?
don't know where it came from. Valen.
Who?
Her name's Valen. She's like a
Villain.
Villain or Valen?
Valen.
That was a little on the nose.
Vellan.
Velen.
Velen.
Okay. What did she fell in?
Who's falling?
So
But for real, this.
Timmy
she's
have fallen and
putting
I
on
can't
this
get up.
race.
Yeah, she's kind of like the pit boss of the area for now. Kind of like the head honcho of everything. She's the one you don't fuck with.
That's where we come in.
That's where we fuck with her.
Yeah.
That
so,
seems pretty stupid on her part.
well, the thing was, because she's giving out pieces of the shard, but if you have a shard, you have to compete in the race. And whoever has the best ship, well, she's going to hire you on her crew. And that's a big deal. So whoever gets hired onto the crew, this is kind of like the sign-on bonus, because then you'll make something really cool for her. Like every gearhead here wants to work for her, but she's very selective. You're gonna have everyone out there trying to win this thing.
Do you know where this like?
Just try to see if there's a photo.
Do you know where she is?
I don't care enough
Like,
to
where
do this
where
race.
does she work out of?
Oh, we just need to
Well, she's a
get the photo
house
up.
here. I've never met her. I haven't been to her place, but I mean, you can see it from anywhere here.
We don't need to cross the finish line if we're already behind it.
Here's if I show you outside.
Really?
As I say that, I can actually see it out the window here. And she steps outside. And she'll step outside of the inn, and she'll just kind of walk out if anyone follows her.
Yeah.
Okay, as you step outside, it is kind of like the building looks like it might have been two halves of a wooden structure that got sliced down the middle, and all that's left is the one half of the inn that she's currently staying in. The wood on, as you first step out and you look straight across, you see the railing of what might have been for a hall of some kind, and then shattered broken wood, and then just nothing on the other side. And as you walk, the wood creaks and moves a little bit under your feet, and you can see that running along in two strips along the floor are these long lengths of rope in which the wood has been bolted into. You have no idea what purpose it's supposed to serve, but it makes it at least move a little bit less, perhaps. And as she just makes this way down, she gets to about the end of this shitty hallway before she points up at a building that does not fit anything else here. You can see this large glass and metal mansion that is not set into any of the stone of this area, but appears to be a strange ship, almost as if like a large square-shaped ship that is just hovering this mansion on the upper parts of the city or township.
Okay. One walk in, rinse and repeat.
We were looking to see where her like where she is, because that's probably where the core is, and we can heist it and steal it. Being in the race, or stealing it.
I mean, realistically, we're ascending to damn near godhood here. Realistically, at this point, I think these concerns are a little beneath us.
These are pirates. I assume they're kind of enemies one way or another.
I agree with that.
How?
I mean, it's in a few days.
We don't have time for a few days.
Yeah.
Nope.
We probably need more time than that to get a ship with an engine.
I mean, I had a ship. I just kind of fucked up the engine. Not long. I mean, if you can help me, I don't really want to touch that thing again, but I'm not going to open up the engine again, except for you to put it back.
The race could be kind of fun too.
Wanna go buy one? Or during the race.
I think if we can scout it, get us.
Scouting may be the best idea.
Yeah, before we commit, I think if we can gather more information on it first, get inside somehow and just get to know the details. Because there is an off chance that what if it is impossible to heist for whatever reason?
Yeah.
That might. These are kind of crazy, I don't know, engineers of sorts.
Oh yeah. Hey, let's do one. Let's do a couple
God
of those.
fucking damn it.
That'll tell us a lot.
We could do it the same way we did to Ego or
Yeah.
Lorelei.
Yeah.
Just wind walk in, grab it,
That's
wind
what
walk
we-
out.
Well, that's assuming that there's not a bunch of other things. Like a core like that's probably guarded with some shit. especially with people
They-
that literally build
They
things.
might, even though I think what they have here is primitive as a ship pulls up outside. I I think they might still have something there.
Like that ship that stands out up there, the glass building, basically.
They might
That
still
doesn't
have
look primitive.
magical means, especially if they're magically
So I think we scout the information, but we do it quickly.
because having access to this core means they do have a large sum of magic at their
Yeah.
hands. I don't know if they know that, but
Yes.
I'm telling Vandal.
I'm also telling you.
Just don't tell me.
Wait, you think you can cast Loki Object on the core?
Like, can we use like? I was actually thinking the same thing.
Yeah. I would say that would be very possible.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I mean the main plan is ego, but this is something that I don't think presses immediately.
Tracy's not gonna die.
Yeah,
The race
main
isn't for a
thing-
few days.
Yeah, so timeline is still is in our favor to do ego vex first.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah, because we can't do anything without the chaos.
Divine on the around the shard and things. I think the core. I mean, I think that's what we do because we have to long rest anyways. Yeah. Yep. So we I think we do not split the party. I think we can't. With something like that, I don't think we can. Massive. Right. Oh, the one for the race?
Outside? Well, I mean, you can run anywhere. I mean, at the very least, you want 2. You can definitely do 5. I mean, oh, yeah. Here's the thing. You win by any means freaking necessary. So if you got 5 and some of y'all want to, perhaps not let the other people past you,
I'll
Yep.
kill literally all of them.
it doesn't. Here's the thing. If your ship's fast enough, you're not going to get hit by anything, and that's kind of the philosophy.
Yeah. So I think we can. Yes. I think we prepare a ship because we can give the shard in it and have Tracy work on that if you're okay with it. This is kind of why we scout everything out and do divination.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm gonna just add, you mentioned you might be leaving. So the engine I'm technically building is for Rick. So if you're gonna, so now, hey, I can fix everything. Everything will be fine with Red. If you want to drive this ship, I gotta bring it up with him. Very charismatic, so I don't think that would be much of an issue. But it's his engine,
So we'd be winning it for him.
kinda. But yeah, if you're going to leave and not come back here, I would really like to accompany you in that adventure.
I think we could do that.
Because I think he's gonna be kind of cross with me.
Freeload could use the extra hand.
Yeah, we could absolutely do that.
All right, because I kind of want AWOL on him now for a few days,
Yep.
which is why I'm hiding in this shithole.
Yep. So I think let's get that ship in motion. While we still have the shard before we put it in the ship, though, Ava, I think you should use it to kind of help with some divination. I think let's just do that right away.
Yeah. I think that's the play.
Yep. So can you bring the shard out?
Sure.
Or we just have Tracy's room.
We just do
Yeah,
it
you can come back
in-
to my place and just walk you back to your room.
All right. Ready, Ava? Yeah.
And will it be heavily guarded? That's the main thing. Because I think we could find where it is. We just need to know like the capability of like just taking it rather than winning it. Like, is it Like if we do the same plan of like when walking in, scouting, finding it, using Wade to like absorb it, and then just leaving. Will that be feasible, or will it be like too heavily guarded, too many anti-magic things, that kind of stuff? That's the kind of obviously that's a lot, but that's what we kind of want to try and figure out.
Yeah, as much detail as we can before we windwalk.
Say it again. Yeah,
I think so.
that'll tell us a lot of the information we need then, I think. Because we can base if we want to even attempt to scout and steal off that.
Because if it has to ask about a person, then at least we can ask about Velen's intentions.
Yeah. Well, and I'm hoping that having the shard can like dial in on the core.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your question. How well guarded will it be in the next 7 days? Okay. We start to get like this, almost like when the camera is set in one location and you just see the sun moving to mark the passage of time.
A time lapse.
At the beginning, yeah, time. I guess there's a term for that. Yeah, time lapse. But it's not a specific scene. It's more of like a feeling of something. For the first few days, looking upon the possibility of the security of this spoon, it is like trying to view something through a vat of molasses. Everything is slow. Things are unclear. You're not sure. I mean, perhaps not dangerous, but unsettling. After that, that feeling of molasses is still there, but not as heavy. You get the sense for up until the point of the race, this spoon is going to be incredibly guarded. After that, less so, as it will be in someone else's hands.
Just wait for whoever wins it to win it, and then we could steal it from them, and then it's not really anybody's issue. It's whoever we stole it from.
But whoever wins is going to be on their crew.
Yeah. I actually, because the race is in a few days anyways, I actually would like to kind of participate. That might be fun.
Because if we can just guarantee the winner and just either we make sure ourselves win,
Yeah,
or
either
if
we
we're
win
not
or-
gonna win, we can at least choose someone that we
Can take down easily.
yeah.
Now,
Just
do
the
we
old
want
man
to
just
leave
I hope
this-
I win. Just make
do we
sure
want
he
to
wins.
leave this in the opportunity of Red being? It's okay. Do we want to leave this in the opportunity of Red technically being the boon holder, or should we go have a conversation with Mr. Red?
I feel like red's going to be easier to deal with at the end of it.
Just let them win it, and then we can. Well, we don't even know if we'll win it, but we can.
And that's
We'll
also,
win or we'll find who wins.
Or the shards are so insignificant that it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And the
I
core
think that's a good
functions
plan,
on its
though.
own.
So I think stealing's out. It's a race. Win or go after who wins. All right, so let's help Tracy get this boon in the engine, the shard in the engine.
Right, sure. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, no. Tracy can do that. Tracy said she will.
Well, yeah, Tracy will do that. Tracy, yeah, sure, I can do that. That's fine.
Just tell him you found a crew.
Right. Who should I tell him that I found?
The lightning.
The
Call.
The
lightning
lightning
callers.
callers. Collectively as a whole.
Yeah. Just kinky, all right.
Why is it kinky? What?
Callers.
Oh.
they spell it incorrectly like that
Yep.
too. On there, it's like, sure, we'll roll with it. Just stay on brand, I suppose.
All right. I can do that. Sure. Yeah.
Swear we can't have
Do not
nice
break the
things.
chair.
It's the thing fault.
Yeah, he's not breaking the chair. He's breaking
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Arguably, break the chair before you break the mic.
All right. I can. If you can help me, then that will make things a little bit easier. Good for you, Wade. So I'll say with that, she leads you through the city of Perion. And I think with that, we'll go on a quick break.
Okay,
Sounds good.
cool, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Typing
We'll be
up
right back.
notes. All right, BRB.
BRB!
Typing up notes.
fun. Welcome back.
Hi, friend.
Hello.
Hello. How are y'all today?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to add anything onto that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
He's babysitting it.
That's a child. Jesus.
Stop drinking that child.
Put the child down.
All right.
Straw on the soft spot.
FBI.
Fuck,
It's like a
Corey.
Capri Sun.
Dude.
Just gotta get through that little
Little
sliding
nut-
in at the right angle.
What's wrong with you fuckers? All right.
A lot.
So
Wow.
A lot.
we return. Last we left off, they arrived here.
Here.
We
Here.
are
Someone's
here.
pulled my.
That's doing it off. We're here.
We are here.
Let's move forward.
You guys arrived in Perion and
And that happened.
and managed to remove the boon from Tracy, who also informed you
Nice.
that the rest of the boon where this shard that was within her was taken, which she was referring to as the core, is going to be up as a prize for an upcoming race in which the pit boss of this area, Velen, will be offering it as a reward for whoever is able to make the best and the fastest ship to complete a race in a few days' time. She's informed you that she got into a bad deal with a dragonborn named Red, actually named due to scale color, as she was supposed to build him an engine to win the race. However, not believing she's in good terms with him, considering that she vanished for a few days, she told the party of this upcoming race with deciding of what they wish to do next. There's been multiple conversations of whether they're just going to steal the core before or after the race, or participate in the race themselves. So, we return as Tracy has led you down the streets is a really rough term. It is terrifying catwalks between different sections of rock that are bound together with rickety bolts, and they're usually one lane wooden bridges that have huge gaps in between the different planks. Looking at this, especially those of you who have a lot of experience on ships, you realize that the different catwalks that are binding these different islands together are ladders that are thrown across ships that for boarding one ship or another that when it is not on the dock. These are not meant to be permanent structures, but like temporary riggings between two still ships. But they are now bolted onto moving piles of rock.
I feel secure.
This place is terrifying.
I agree.
And she leads you to, at first it looks to be a small shack, but as she opens the door in a strange Harry Potter effect, it is actually bigger than it looks on the outside, as it is dug into this rock face, and the entire bottom of the section is just missing. You immediately step in and only have about 4 feet of open space before there's just open floor beneath you, and this strange, almost like reverse ribcage skeletal thing that is just cradling this, in comparison to the any ship you've been on, this small vessel that looks to be able to hold maybe 4 people, but she assured you could hold 5. And you can see that the engine has been is currently suspended on a series of chains over in the back corner. The compartment opened and empty, and you can see that the little bits of office that scatter along the wall have just been ransacked. You imagine there should be papers around here somewhere, but judging by the big empty hole in the bottom of the space, have probably been dispersed to the endless sky. And you see she walks in and just goes, well, he definitely came through here. Let me get this fixed. Happy Hands, come here. And she goes over
What?
to the engine.
I
Go
think she's.
stick it in.
Yeah.
Go
All
on.
right. All right.
Just a tip, though. Remember, not the whole thing.
No, I need the whole thing, please.
All right, Nini.
I'm telling you.
All right. I'm gonna go put the whole thing in.
We can go.
I'll teleport us back.
No, it doesn't take that
Follow
long.
instructions are in the teleportation circle.
Mighty fine, thank you.
See, I told you to be quick.
Actually shows you where the shard is supposed to be. And as you
Yeah.
look inside this engine, it looks as if they're, it almost looks like a suspended glass jar. But as you insert the shard, it it looks. You realize that as it's screwed into place, it's actually suspended in this strange viscous gel. That as the shard actually enters, lights up the goo and this strange starscape that spreads over to the rest of the engine. And you see she closes up the front. She examines the side. Well, at least they didn't tamper with it. Shouldn't take too long to get it back up and running again. And tuned up, another story, but I have it ready in time for the race.
Perfect.
Okay.
So then, I think we can leave you to that. We have a couple. We're going to
things to
two more things to finish up.
yeah in the room. I mean, we need to scry and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to my room. It's not locked. To come with a lock, you know.
Ah, okay.
Fun. All right.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Well,
Good luck.
Thanks. You're coming back, right?
yes.
Okay.
That's part of the plan. Yes.
Maybe.
If you
Is it
don't,
the plan, or are you gonna do it?
Sorry,
We're
it's
coming
the
back.
goal. Plans may change.
if you don't hear from us in about 2 days, we're probably dead. Then just then move on.
Just proceed. Yeah.
All right.
Have fun with the race. Do what you gotta do.
Live your life like the world is going to end, because it will.
Yeah. I mean, you saw the table, so. All right, shall we?
Oy.
Onward and upward.
Where are we going?
Back to the
inn?
room to Scry.
We're gonna sky on the
Sky?
sky.
Sky. We're scrying in the sky.
The endless sky.
Oh, are you on Olive Garden?
I just got a text that says, "Thanks for checking in at Olive Garden. We'll text you when your table is ready." I gotta
Wow.
go.
Start watching our show.
Apparently, I'm going to Olive Garden.
We're gonna go on a quick break. This week we'll pick back up when we're at Olive Garden with unlimited breadsticks.
How long do you think you get away with streaming a D&D game in an Olive Garden before you get kicked out?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah, they're pretty.
I'd like the
stingy with their
fettuccine
breads
alfredo.
now.
I rolled a 2. Rainy macaroni and cheese.
See, I went
this
to
is the
Olive Garden, and that waiter was incredibly aggressive in kicking us out after we were done eating.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. No breadsticks for you.
All right, we go back to the inn.
All right, I'll say easy enough. You're able to arrive back at the room. You have the space all to yourself.
Liz is on the way.
Alright, so that's in progress. We're scrying on ego, and then anything else we had to prep with today.
Oh, mainly the scry, I think.
I guess. Does anyone want to kill themselves in preparation?
No one is ready to ascend.
Oh,
Remember, there's a step before that.
Apollo's just knife to throat. We're not.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck! It's descending. Everyone down.
What was Ravania's? I mean, yeah, what was Ravania's deal? Or Katie's deal?
For what?
What did you just ask?
What was Katie's deal with Vagus?
Vagus can't hurt Ravania,
And she can't hurt him.
And anything
and she can't
any
hurt him.
situations that happen, her and I have to properly discuss before they happen.
Just thinking.
I won't have to make that deal.
Yep.
Just thinking.
Figure out how to do it. All right. So what's the first order of business?
Scrying on ego. Or do you want to do that right before bed?
Ava's off screen, so we'll do it right before bed.
Okay.
Is there anybody that needs to be messaged?
Honestly, not.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
The remaining people on the Wolf's Ear, well, not the Wolf's Ear, but whatever Ego's new flagship is. What is your take on
Save
your
him,
people?
if possible. I would
I figured.
prefer anybody that intervenes that's not Egovex, that we do non-lethal.
Listen, when I'm in the T-Rex form, there may not be dissociating
Can
between
you
who's.
gently bite the messages?
I'm just gumming them.
Yeah.
All right. So you attempt to scry on Ego
You can
Vex.
thank Wade. You're gonna kick Howard.
I would polymorph into a toothless T-Rex.
Sure. What's that toothless meme going around? All right.
I was saying, do you want to wait a little bit to like right before bed so he doesn't have as much time?
That might be the better
Yeah.
way.
So that way he doesn't have, instead of having like a day and a half, it's just like a night really.
Yeah. That's also true.
Or we
scry
scry
items.
now, immediately go to bed and night raid.
If we're allowed that option, I'd be down for that.
It's gonna be 8 hours.
So. Yeah, because I was
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm not sleepy, but
Yeah.
We're all just laying there. Are you
Yeah.
asleep yet?
Are you
No,
asleep yet?
No.
fuck, I knew this wasn't gonna happen.
And we can also say that you guys just kill a day and then we just
Yeah,
Yeah,
pass
that's
just
what
around.
kill
I'm
a
like.
day.
Like this is like wait.
The dragon. I would like
The
to know
dragon is withered.
if we could divination.
We already divinated.
Ah, I see. Yeah, because I mean, it's coming after us anyways.
Same thing. I think we should wait till the end of the day.
Because I mean, well, yeah, because it
But
also.
we're just.
Yeah. So okay, we all agree with kill a day. Now we're scrying.
I guess.
Everyone.
Yeah, but
Probably not.
Okay. Yep. We'll skip a day. Evening time, right before bed.
Sure. You two are Paragon. It's creepy. There's some weird street food. You get back, you feel like you might have some slight food poisoning. It's
I don't,
night now.
yeah, I don't want to walk on the bridges again. We stay in the.
Yeah, you sit in the room, stare at each other. You guys have
Okay.
deep, intimate conversations about the night
turn to
before.
anything?
You teach you some
What?
things.
You could
It's
turn
now
to
night.
anything.
You just.
you'll ascend when you're older.
Did you know he can turn into anything?
I mean, I turned into a pixie.
I also turn into a pixie.
I will say you turn into a pixie and immediately fall like on the floor.
Oh. I turn into a big pixie.
You're now a tall
I
pixie.
turned into a dude. Dude with wings.
Hey, yo, my name Tom.
Hi, Tom.
All right.
I cosplay
We
as a pixie
scry.
on the weekends.
All right, you're gonna scry. All right, who's scrying on first?
Here you go.
Ava.
Hold on, I have to check my place on the wait list for Oliver.
Okay.
The dragon
yeah.
Oh,
first?
my table's
Sure.
ready. Shit.
You gotta go.
Dude, someone's like pissing, mister.
Your party has been seated. No, I have not. I'm right here.
All right, so you're gonna scry on the dragon.
God
All
damn
right, the save is a wisdom save?
it. These down.
However, she knows it.
Does it say he has like a -5 or something like that? Big minus.
Where is it? Is it nat 20?
Oh yeah, it's nat 20.
So I rolled that 20, yeah.
Fuck.
Well,
you
scry
should
just
do it
doesn't happen
again.
then, right?
Huh?
Doesn't the scry just not happen?
It just doesn't happen, yeah. So I will say, as you can attempt to start the scry, you start to get this strange smell. It's almost like a smoke, but it's too sweet smelling. And then you are just pushed away. And you know this feeling. This is the feeling of a failed scry. So they were able to pass your save.
All right. Well, then ego.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. As you cast the spell,
It's like that door looks familiar. Wait a second. That's our fucking door.
How did you get in here?
you attempt to cast scry, and nothing happens.
Me.
He's guarded himself then.
Oh, he probably has like, I think, yeah.
See, you get. I'll give you that. This is very different than the dragon blocking the save or making the save. It is a very different feeling. You get the feeling you probably jumped him one too many times, and he took some precautions.
The ship? Maybe the ship.
Do we know anyone else that would be on that ship?
It would be a guess because I don't know who actually lived from our encounter because we fucked up that ship.
Yeah.
But the new ship, I don't know if the guy that he was talking to is even still on the ship. They probably tossed him to Pathos. So
The one that he commandeered that we saw?
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, we could try that one. Because, I mean, worst case, that ship is probably still with the Wolves Ear. I feel like we can assume that. It is an assumption.
the Tyr Saga was destroyed, but that ship that he commandeered.
It might not be the flagship, but it might still be with them at least.
So maybe I guess maybe that door itself, because I mean, because when he was commandeering and talking to that guy, he was in the captain's room, wasn't he?
Yeah.
It was like the captain's room.
No,
or
he was
something?
out. He was just out on the deck.
on the deck.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were.
They had just taken that ship.
Yeah, they'd just taken the ship, and they were just killing people on the deck of the ship.
Pizza.
Pizza?
Pizza.
We got pizza.
Betsy.
What's up?
Betsy?
That's Fanta.
Oh, Fanta.
I'm not a fan of Fanta.
I am.
You don't like orange?
We'll ship it to your first class.
It'll be there in about 4 days.
Get some breakfast.
Or
Alright,
Ryan
Mr.
gets
Breakfast?
one bite. Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Oh, thinking ahead. Thank you.
So we can't square on Ego. It's blocked.
Against Grand Dragon. She made the save.
Because realistically, we just need a door.
Yeah.
Is there anybody that we remember from the ship?
That's what I was thinking.
That's
but we don't know.
it's a gamble. Because I don't even, did we see another person come
Yeah.
into the room?
Well, in the
or-
divination, when Ego was slaughtering people, did Ava see anybody?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
I think you did because someone came up and talked to him, and he was right.
Yes.
Excuse me, quite rude to that individual.
Yes.
So we might not know that person well, but we've seen that person.
Yes.
Technically, I've seen that person through the.
So we can scry on them in theory.
In theory.
So that might be the best bet.
I think
It's
it
a long
is.
shot, but it's all we got.
It's the best.
You
thing
also,
to guess.
you also have sending. You've cranked called him before.
Because realistically, we just
Where
need,
you at?
Where the
run,
fuck you at?
Run this shit.
When he
Where
wants
you
to come
at?
fight you.
we need a door. Is realistically all we need, right?
Yeah.
Send me
Even
door
if it's to
pics.
that dude's bedchambers. Oh, which is nighttime now. So they might be asleep. And in their
Hey,
room,
you ate.
we just need a door.
Yeah.
So hopefully that dude's sleeping.
Pepperoni bacon. Yeah, I mean, realistically,
And if he's incapacitated while sleeping, I think
can he make the
fails.
save?
Oh god. I got you first. Don't worry.
Someone didn't do their fucking job. None of
Just
us.
pull.
Hey, you got two. Good call.
None of these are cut. There we go.
Oh, that is.
Yeah, this person sucked. Bad
Quality
pizza
check our
cutter.
pizza's ass.
Okay, so do we want to try and?
I think that's the best bet. I think that's the best bet.
Yeah. And I think doing it now would be the best call. He might be sleeping, which would be even better.
He might be eepy.
Take one
Oh,
down.
thank you. Hold on. Ah, fuck, it's hot.
Thank you.
Anybody need ranch?
Don't
Take
give it to
one
Chris.
down.
No, thank you. I'll fucking die. Do you have an extra plate I could use?
Oh wait, no.
Oh, I was like, damn, you seriously?
Trying to the Food Network.
Yep. It's
I
about to
think
be a mukbang.
Can I get the thingies?
Oh yeah, you want some of these?
I want in.
All
What
right.
would you like?
So is it minus the
Thank
thing?
you.
What?
The thingy? So do they don't get a -5, right? Because we've only seen them.
We've
Yeah.
only seen them. Man.
Ah. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so you're gonna scry on the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully he's asleep.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Yeah, that was a 3. So you feel there is a connection with this scrying spell, and you feel your vision take you away. You find yourself across a far distance, and you're expecting perhaps a cabin or overlooking the sky, but instead you are met with stone walls. You see this individual currently sitting on what looks to be a bench that is part of the wall. And it looks to be on to his left side that he's kind of looking out is a series. At first, it looks like a jail cell. The iron bars that extend across the entire length of this room. But you can see that there's a large gate, thank you, in the center that is currently open, allowing people to enter, to come and go. The gate is currently open. And you can see as he is looking across this room, that looks like not an individual prison cell, but like a large holding area. What?
I'm just dumb. Sorry.
I will.
And you can see there are multiple people that are currently in this space, talking to one another, playing cards, just sleeping on bedrolls on the floor. And he is just watching outside of this gate, just watching the people walk past. But looking from what you can see, he does not appear to be outside. He's in either some sort of building with thick walls or perhaps underground.
Well, you're seeing more people, so more people you can scry on.
Yep, it looks like a prison, but the doors are open.
She said it. Doors.
Did they raid a
We
prison?
know where they are.
Where?
Yeah, make a perception check. Sure. Or just in the immediate area, yeah. You can see that most of the people that are in this, I say room roughly, look to be Ego's crew.
Where is Connor Castle being held?
Fuck.
Soon to be released
Well,
from?
can you make a perception check for me, please, Ava?
But that wasn't on a ship, though, right?
No, but they're not on the ship.
You just said they might not be on a ship.
Well, fuck.
15. As you look, you see that something catches his attention, and you try to see it on the edges of the 10 feet that's provided to you by the scry spell. You see a pair of what looks to be guards that are wearing a strange metal armor. Like, it's not as thick as plate mail, but looks to be a series of almost like small overlapping plates and long red cloaks that come down to a point, kind of like a half cape. You've never seen soldiers like this before. And there's not a hostility. You don't get the sense that they're here to be prison guards, but they're more like kind of doing a walk by just to keep an eye. But you've never seen guards like this, nor have you seen the symbols that are on their armbands or on the shoulder pieces.
Ooh. And she described him to Apollo. Would Apollo recognize him?
Actually, you're right. You would recognize this from your time with Alfie. You have seen soldiers with similar crests that have before entered Alfie's chambers.
Oh.
These are
They're in Altor. They have Altor in
these are guards of Altor, specifically from sections of the city in which the symbols will change depending on their division.
So, Ava, do you tell this to the group? I can. Where was Connor Castle being held?
I do not remember the name.
I know, but I think they may have raided it.
We knew they were planning on raiding that eventually.
Yeah.
That was from the first stops.
I'll reach out to.
Well, I will say for clarification, the guards that you see with these armbands are not soldiers. These are like city guard.
Okay, so
So they are
Like,
in
this is-
Altor.
Yeah. So like this isn't the armament of like a soldier that is out on the front line. This is like the difference between seeing like an army man versus like a city cop.
So they're in Altor. Yep.
So we're one
We
step
we
closer.
can guess he's somewhere where like around them, but we don't know exactly where.
I can
Probably.
message him.
We could.
And we can also ask Delphi, right? She might,
I could ask Delphi.
if she's.
Worst case, we could go there, locate person Egovex, see if that works.
Mm. He also blocked out a scry. I don't know if that applies to other magic.
Well, I still have all my messages.
I will say, with that information, might make sense how he's able to block out your scribe.
You try to message him, he just turns down the hearing aid.
He's just in a place of high secrecy, so
Yeah.
they have
Mm-hmm.
things to block out divination magic.
Well, fuck.
Alright, I will message. Who do I message?
I would say Delphi if you can.
Delphi? Hey, have you heard of Ego coming into town?
Pretty much. I think that's.
I mean, like,
because if she doesn't respond, I think that's still a yes.
I don't think there's any ties to us. No one could have linked us to Delphi.
We haven't interacted with her directly.
So I will message Delphi.
Unless
I think
IT is keeping a track of her sending.
I know.
Hello. Simply wanted to check and see if our good friend Ego has made his way to Altor. Hope you are well.
Now she knows that we're not that. Like we're fighting Ego, right? Like
we talked about
she
it.
won't
we
take
tried
that
to
at face value and
warn-
think,
No.
okay.
We tried to
Because
warn her?
we talked to her about it when they were going to Altor the first
Yeah.
time. We were
Okay.
debating on what
So we have
wanted to
warned
do.
her about Ego.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember if we had that conversation. I was like, if you say good friend, what if she doesn't know you're sarcastic and he's like fucking everything up? And she's like, oh, good friend, huh?
Fuck that
No, I
guy
think
too.
you guys talked
Yeah,
about
we
it.
told
She'll
her.
do it.
Yes, that's what I'm hoping for.
You get a quick response.
Uh-oh.
Glad,
Everything's burning.
I'm glad to hear from you. No one by the name of Ego, but I suspect he's here. Do you know a Fafnir?
I am going to fucking rip his fucking head off.
He's using Wade's name,
You
Fafnir.
son of a bitch. Oh, wait, it doesn't hear it yet.
nope.
Oh, Apollo just in perfect unison. Do you know a Fafnir?
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Wade, just like wide-eyed, just... Are you telling me that a Fafnir has entered Altor? Is that what she's saying?
And you know what she's saying. Do you want me to message her again?
Actually, I'll say she doesn't say it as a question. She'll say he's come under the name of Fafnir.
Wade kind of just puts his hands on his hips, takes a deep breath. Okay, well, we're one step closer to knowing where he's at.
Okay.
Yes.
Fuck you. Fuck you so bad. God damn it. Ooh,
That Apollo would know?
I don't think that Ava would have been able to leave
but you know
her
Delphi's
room,
door.
Delphi's room too much.
There's a room door.
But you mean you definitely know the door
Right,
and
right,
the multiple doors of her suite. Apollo Apollo, you know quite a few doors in Altor. However, keep in mind, Altor is a country, but you are not sure. Well, actually, no, you guys would both be from the capital, so depending on the capital.
I also, enlisted into the military there, so I've seen some doors inside some military
You have,
installations.
but there's
as
also a
well.
lot of
Chief, read that bullshit.
installations. I would say, looking at the regalia of the guards that you saw, they were not like the castle guard. They were just like a city guard
So the
from a lower district.
crew is being kept in like the slums and egos.
Not quite the slums, but they're not in this castle.
Basically, know he's at. We can get there and find them pretty easily, I think.
Okay, looking back at what Apollo would know from Altor, how are other races usually treated inside of Altor? Not well. Like I couldn't just have lizard folk walking around with me, huh?
It would draw attention.
Put a hat on.
Do we have any? Do you have like
I'm blue.
seeming?
Seeming? No. I don't.
Because I can make myself look like anybody.
Not that kind of
You
wizard.
can disappear.
I can make people invisible?
It would commonly.
Would you know? Does
Walk
Altor
around
and
with
the
slaves.
militaries, do they have a lot of anti-magic stuff to like get rid of disguises?
I can make a lot of people invisible, but
I would say not from what Apollo would know.
Not from what Apollo would know. No, like you would know. The higher the security, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's very
But-
like the closer to the top you go, the
Yeah.
more secret it gets.
Yeah.
But we can at least get there probably with him looking.
We
at
can
this
get
stuff.
around a probably good majority of the city fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you don't suspect it's that big brother.
Okay. I think we can just pop in. It won't be just popping in, obviously, but like I think we can find him.
he's leaving.
Are you more excited about the race now?
Yeah, let's go back to the race. Let's do the race. I don't want to be here.
Is Delphi knew of Fafnir? Did she know where he's at?
That means he's leaving a trail. He knows that we would come looking for him.
Do you know exactly where Fafnir is staying currently? Is he under military protection?
Can we come to your room?
Can we enter your room? Skip.
She opens her door. What the fuck?
She answers. I do not know where exactly he is staying. He is a guest of a military general, but not an honored one.
But not in what?
Not an honored one.
Got it.
You are welcome to my chambers within reason.
We'll wait till the morning.
I am not accepting any new clients at this time.
Not that kind of visit.
I got what I needed. She gave me.
Oh God.
She gave me consent within reason.
Do you have another message? Just be like, hey, we'll be there in the morning or something.
I have messages. I've burned through 2 third levels.
And I would just tell her like, hey, we'll be there in the morning.
Last 3rd level.
Come on, AT&T.
I'm running out of minutes. These are getting more and more expensive. We're roaming now.
Yep.
Cry about it.
Cry. Jacob
where that
wants you
came
to
from.
cry.
What was that?
I don't know where that came
What
from.
was
That's weird.
that? Okay. We have unfinished business with Ego. And will be there by morning to finish it one way or another. Skip.
Right. Right.
She knows.
She knows.
She knows.
I know she knows.
All right. Is there anything else you wish to do tonight?
Nope.
Eepy.
Yeah.
Do I
Okay.
just receive random souls while we're here? People crashing that I have to walk.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I think
Good God.
everybody get close.
Some weird injuries.
I don't think we should stay here.
Imperium?
I think we should just go say, spend the night in Freeloy. Spend the night on the ship. You've most things of importance that can be tracked back to anybody on the ship.
Oh, that's true. Okay. Oh, that's circle back.
You can just, yeah. Apollo will draw the teleportation circle to Kildina's Forge.
Okay. Sauce. Okay, that's easy enough. At this time of night, it's actually fairly quiet. It looks like everyone's gone home for the day. There's no one there to greet you, but if you're just going back to the den, it's easy enough for you guys to go down the catwalk and get back to your ship. You do hear, as you step onto the deck, the first thing that you can see is, or as you approach, there is a rough scaffolding that's been set up on the actual dock, and you can see Nini just hanging off the side of the ship with what looks to be some modified rappelling gear. And she has like a welder's mask on, and she is currently hanging like upside down, attaching what looks to be these large eyelets to the side of the ship. And doesn't appear to notice as you approach. But it looks like she's starting the upgrades that you had asked her to do.
Fuck yes.
And as you step onto the ship, the first thing that you notice as you begin to go down inside is a terrible smell and a clamoring sound, followed by a series of quiet cursing.
I think your brother's trying to cook.
Oh God.
And as you begin to enter, it is hazy. It's difficult to see.
Oh god. I'm
As-
gonna have so much rooming to do.
As there's just this smoke
Oh,
that has
he's
just
trying
kind of
to
like lightly
cook.
filled.
Well, at least we know what happened to the pots this time.
Oh,
I go wide-eyed and storm down to the kitchen.
Not
Please, for the love of God, tell me you're not fucking up my pot.
Vandal jumps in surprise as you say this, and you can see that he has removed the pot from the stove, and the pot doesn't appear to be damaged, but whatever was in it is just not okay.
It's just carbon at this
Yeah,
point.
it is. As you look, it looks like he was trying to make potatoes. And actually, as you
oh,
look,
he's trying
Couldn't
to
even wash
replicate
them.
your
and as you look at
He
what
didn't even
this
skin them.
at the ingredients that you see that are out on the table, you see a lot of the stuff that you used that morning for breakfast. Except the potatoes are not peeled. It is like anything that like could not have been done correctly was not done correctly.
There's no water
And he just
in the
jumps
pots of
and looks
oil.
at you kind of wide-eyed.
I will gently take the pot from him, dump that into one of the near trash barrels, and do you need a cooking lesson, brother?
I
That kind of piece.
suppose I do.
That's just wood.
Dinner will be ready in a bit.
Is it,
I will.
is it smoky?
It's a tap.
Apollo opens
Right.
up one of the vents.
Is this like you like cranking it open? Yeah.
I will sit down there and show him how to cook. Just properly kind of go through everything with him.
He kind of like watches. Oh, what can I do? And the two of you can have this mini cooking lesson.
Apollo will go over to
he's
you.
terrible at it.
I figured.
I think you should take everything of value out of you.
Oh god, okay. Do we have enough space to put
We have
everything?
a safe.
Also, looking on the ship, you can see that there is a safe that's been installed on the front of the ship.
Fuck yes.
It's at the front of the ship?
Out in the
Well,
open,
at the
in
like
front.
in your guys' sleeping area, like near the
It's just
bulkhead.
on the top deck.
front.
It is now the crow's nest, just the safe.
Yeah.
Who the fuck idea was it? Put this fucking thing on.
Needed loud.
I will go
I'll drink
into the
this.
safe and just kind of
All the gold, all the adventuring license.
Yeah.
I like to think that you just fill up the
so
space
what happens is
and then you
I
leave.
fill
Yeah.
up entirely
Yeah.
and then slowly just kind of suction out of it and just leave behind everything that was in
Perfectly stacked, perfectly organized. Yeah.
Only the valuable stuff, though, like the gold,
Yeah,
any like excess items, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Anything that can be traced
Basically,
back.
look through the party fund and just think, okay,
Yeah,
There's
that's
nothing,
fine.
but I'm thinking the adventurer's license be
Yeah.
left behind.
we don't want that. I am bringing my pass.
It's fine. It literally just says pass.
What's the point?
What's the? I think that's about it.
Why am I here? Why
Yeah.
am I still doing
I just heard yourself.
here? It is.
Okay. Is there anything you wish to accomplish tonight?
Nope.
Okay. Just long rest and prepare for a journey tomorrow.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
the bear style teach Van how to cook.
A bear.
You fucking idiot!
Potatoes.
Dearly.
No.
Okay.
That was us playing.
It's the first time I've ever seen Vagus angry.
Oh god.
Yeah.
That's still the drunkest I've ever been in my life.
That
That night.
was so fun. We need to do that again.
Horrible decision.
Ooh, I will leave
Fuck
my
Kevin.
my pops sending stone here.
Okay.
I don't want anyone getting back to pops.
Yeah.
Have you gone back and checked?
Fucking
them
with
out?
my investments.
I put like all the everything about the meat stick business.
Oh yeah, everything's going in.
Put it in an investment folder.
But we don't want anyone tracking, you know. It's important.
I'm trying to think. All the bounties and everything that we took.
Yeah, all that kind
All
of stuff.
everything that could
Real
be.
quick, I'll just be like, Psst. "Hey, pops, how's the biz going?"
Who is this again?
Grandson.
I'm glad to hear from you. It is going quite well. Still in the early stages, but quarter one is looking quite promising.
Give me a quarter two update. Once like, as soon as it arises.
Will do. I am expecting at the very minimum a 30% increase and a more permanent storefront. We're currently looking at some real estate at the moment.
Real estate is key. Good. Keep me updated.
Will do.
He is drugged out of his mind.
He's
On
literally
a
just
three-
inside a mountain of cocaine.
He is on a 3-day trip off LSD. Yes, quarter one is looking really good.
It's him and the Yantees just fucked up in the back.
Dude.
So you said your
Now-
poison does what now?
Oh my god.
Where's it come from?
All right.
Show me.
So you're
Something
gonna
else.
basically settle down for a long rest.
Yes.
Okay.
I can't believe you're running business. I'm this many, but next quarter it better be up by this many. Guys, sorry.
What was that?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Okay.
Locate creature.
Locate creature, yeah, or object.
So
Plant growth.
Shut up.
you
It's a good
because he's
spell.
being a dick. So as you
It's a good
settle in for the night, I'll say everyone begins to fall asleep. Whether or not you take watch, it doesn't really matter. At some point, Ava, you just start to get this uneasy feeling. The shadows in this room of the sleeping area are just a little bit too.
Does anyone else hear that? That's fucking terrifying.
Carolyn, are you chanting? Like
I
someone
don't know.
chanting?
Someone chanting or the bees are coming?
That was fucking.
What was that?
Oh. Oh, that was terrifying.
Because I started like talking about dark shadows and suddenly we start hearing chanting. We're all like, everyone hears that, right? Wait, what is that? Gotcha. Okay.
The
No, that's
don't hear
literally
it
like we
now.
barely heard it, and that was the first time, and the timing was so perfect because we're all just like, it's like we can kind of hear it now, but
I think
it's not
it's 'cause
bad.
it
It's worse that
searches.
we couldn't figure out what it was. So as
that was terrifying.
yeah, you hear chanting because and you start to see that you can no longer see the stairwell going up to the top deck, but it is just this darkened doorway, almost as if there is no door that goes up to the upstairs, but now it looks like there is one that is currently shut. But you just see this dark shadowed void. And despite the creep of this area, there's this strange welcome to it. You're under the deck currently, so you cannot look up and see the stars. As far as you can tell, you seem to be awake. As you start to peer through the door, you see the outline, or the very edge, the closest edge to you, of that black stone table. As you recognize, yeah, that black stone table, and you recognize it from the what?
Don't worry about it.
And you recognize it as the council table from when you last spoke with Ravonda.
Oh God.
You are. This shadowy doorway is overtaking the stairwell that would go up. Basically, it's the only way out is currently been overtaken by the shadowy door that appears to be some kind of portal to that meeting room you once had. And as if you're standing right in front of it and you look in, you can see Ravanya seated at her spot at the table. Looks to be looking at something down at the table.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
She doesn't look at you at all, but you hear her from within as she has a quill and she appears to be writing something. Are you just gonna stand there gawking all night, or are you going to come in and accept my invitation? And as you step through, there was at first this gap between like the doorway and the edge of the table. But as you step in, you find yourself stepping right up to the edge of this table. And she still doesn't really react to you, but just continues on whatever she's working on. And after a few moments, she finally puts the quill down and looks over. I see that you have made quick work of our late associate Lorelei. I'm glad to see that you are efficient. I'm sure. So I have a question for you, and I'm hoping you might be able to provide some insight. And she kind of gestures to the chair next to her. Yeah. She kind of like looks at you for a moment and goes, you are an incredibly annoying creature.
Damn.
And yet, for some reason, everyone just seems to adore you. Why is that? She just looks at you kind of flatly. Charm. From everything that I have been able to find and deduce about you and your the Starlight Battalion that you accompany, it appears as if you are somewhat of the social glue that holds this group together. Despite all of your many flaws, they adore you and forgive you for all of your transgressions. How do you do this?
How do I be
Some-
likable?
Is this some spell that I am unaware of?
She's asking for help and being likable. This is so cute.
I think we made the right call. Did master charisma?
People like Ava more.
Why did this all-powerful demigod just teleport me here to ask me how I make friends?
Why? So, Wizard, why do boys like you?
How did you make them?
This is social.
I mean, it is. It's called friends.
So she says, like,
Fast
you
friends,
see, she
too.
kind of like gives a nod. I find that sometimes do not be the case. There are quite a number of spells that affect people's perception of one, but they're all temporary. Your effect appears to be fairly permanent. Oh. 1 second. Chad, can you guys hear Ava? Hey, sorry, Caroline, can you just like talk for a minute? Do's. Okay, 1 second. We're making sure that we can.
Try it now.
Try again.
Ava?
Ava, talk.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah. Hello. What's up?
Vamp, Caroline, vamp.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, keep talking.
Yeah, she's gonna. Discord was
I can't
frozen.
believe she wants to ask how
It's
to be
frozen?
friends.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so last thing you. We're good. So last thing you asked is this is the weirdest way to ask how to make friends I've ever heard. Is that what you said?
Yes. Yes.
You see as Ravania kind of narrows her eyes and just, I am perfectly capable of making friends and alliances. It is more of,
You made that so much harder.
I cannot.
Mm-hmm.
You have annoyed your comrades on multiple levels. And she
I'm
just,
sorry.
Name one.
Apollo,
Time I've annoyed my comrades.
Apollo seems to be in a continuous state of annoyance with you, but yet he adores you. And
A squad.
despite any time they are mad at you or displeased with you, they still like you.
She knows not of love.
She knows. She knows.
Well, I think it's because I genuinely like all of them, and they can feel that from me.
Haven't tried to
And-
kill them.
You know, I might seem a little naive and overly optimistic, but I've traveled a lot of different worlds at this point, and a lot of that comes down to meeting a lot of new people all the time, being displaced constantly, and trying to figure out what life looks like everywhere you end up.
I have also traveled and done this displacement, and I have data from thousands of people across Dendar.
Yes?
But none of them tell me how you get people to adore you, forgive you.
All you need
Well,
is love.
I'm not trying to get them to adore me.
This is
That
actually
word
so
kind of gives me
cute.
the ick.
Oh
But
The ick.
I do my best.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's
to-
We've taught Ravanya about icks.
I do try to meet people where they are instead of forcing my own expectations or ideas of what they should be on them.
God, she's so smart.
And I think when you meet people where they are, that leaves a lot of freedom to witness what they'll become. And it's just a fun process to be along with for the ride for.
So wholesome.
I
just making
see.
tea in the process.
And
Oh, yes, go on.
saying, what if what they were is insufficient?
We love them because of their flaws.
Insufficiency is just a subjective standard. Who's to say anyone's insufficient when everyone could be sufficient in their own way?
Me. I say they are insufficient.
Shit.
Okay, but you can change your mindset. No, it's not bad to have standards, Ravanya. Like, for sure, have what you feel comfortable with, but people can't be our ideas of them. They can only be themselves. So you either have to find problems with that and feel the struggle of they're not enough, or you accept them as they are, and from there they can get better. Does that make sense?
I can process that. And what if someone doesn't like you as you are? How do you make them like you?
Very quickly, I had to accept that I just simply won't be liked by everyone. I'm
like-
not everyone's cup of tea, as one said before.
Not everyone, but what about a specific person?
Aww.
Who's she?
The people that I click with. And but I think simply accepting that other people's opinion of you, it doesn't have to affect the way you live, and they're not the only opinion that matters. It might be hurtful, but I think the more time I would spend worrying about if I was being too much or not enough, once I moved on and just did my own thing, those people tended to come around and accept me, at least.
Please tell me at one point she's gonna kidnap each one of us and like figure out what love means to each individual
Yeah.
person.
She takes in your words, and I will reflect on this. Perhaps this acceptance thing would be a decent approach to begin with.
I mean, that's kind of how I felt with you.
Oh.
You know, you're kind of crazy, you're kind of committing genocide, you're kind of taking over people's minds, but
She's like, we were up here and we're kind of working our way back down.
Just gotta find someone that likes that too, you know?
Hey, I'm reminding you, I committed genocide and I don't like people.
So she kind of
Yeah, these like long walks over there.
like, you will
Small.
forever to be a complete enigma to me, Ava.
Shut up.
Very well. I shall take your counsel into consideration.
and I'll endeavor to try and be your friend, Katie's friend.
Be what?
Katie's friend. That's why you brought me here, right?
You.
To be friends.
That was.
Sometimes people don't feel comfortable saying what they want, so you do what they want, but really there's a deeper meaning to it all. And I'm here to say I accept your offering of friendship. And I put my hand out.
She looks at you and then down at your hand. And... Very well. I shall attempt this friendship on a trial basis. And she reaches out and takes your hand.
Oh.
That's so cute.
Ava
And I
gives a-
accept you as you are.
She's
Thank you.
learning.
Is this what an ick feels like?
You ever said to me,
I'll rip your bones off from your skin.
Why does that make me feel ick?
oh, be careful. Don't confuse feeling ick with the feeling of discomfort of growth.
Oh my
Right.
God.
God. Wow.
Wise words.
Fuck. I think everyone at the table is just.
Wise words.
Wanna
That
take
was-
10?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
We go cry it
Very
out.
well. I appreciate your counsel. You may leave
Your
now and
counsel.
return to your long rest.
Ready to call me? Hit me up again. Girls talk. Girls night. Yeah.
you can just feel her confusion. As I don't know why. I'm
Such a
imagining you're
enigma.
skipping.
The most awkward dinner table of just Ava, Ravani, and Alu. Just like,
So, do you guys like pineapples? I still have this goblin head. Like, it's getting tired.
As you leave,
can show
you
you
skip out
dwarf.
of the door frame, and as you look back, you just see the stairwell. The shadowy door, the ominous shadowy door has vanished.
People who can use doors. It's not so bad.
And I go back to my nest.
All right. You all complete your long rest.
Yay!
Level up?
Yay!
No.
I was hoping for level up.
We have to beat
No.
Ego first.
Yeah.
Damn it. Ah.
You heard the yeah.
One
Two
god isn't
gods.
enough.
I know.
That is not what I thought that would be, but I loved it so much.
I know.
How
That
do
was
I
really
make
well spoken.
friends?
Who are
So I
you
guess it
people?
is next morning. I'm assuming breakfast is getting prepared. Is there anything you guys wish to do or say during the next morning?
Quick breakfast, get the fuck out.
Sounds good.
Randall will help me make breakfast.
Vandal will help you make breakfast. He does. He tries. You didn't know eggs could burn like that, but he tried.
So I know it's like day 3.
I had you
think.
boil water. How are you burning that?
Baggers, how you feeling god-wise? You think you can jumpstart day 3? Probably not.
I don't want to, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it's day 3. It's fair. Worth a shot.
I can certainly try. I don't.
No. I don't think I'm ready to ascend. No.
You can try with me.
Idea for some
There.
reason. I feel like because we
Just
had
breaks my
Ravani-
neck.
or
Donnie's supposed
Katie.
to be proud of
Sorry,
us.
we had my bestie Katie's power.
Your bestie.
Yeah, I think it takes a little bit longer than 3 days
Oh, yeah.
For what?
I can certainly try.
before you can jumpstart someone else's.
Hey, we
build.
killed the god in 1.
Also, you guys all hear Ava refer to Katie as her bestie.
I asked the question. You know,
Ava, what do you mean your bestie?
Maybe my new bestie, like my only second after Apollo. Apollo is premier, first class, amazing
and
bestie.
Vandal gets shafted.
That's what I thought.
Vandal occupies a different territory in the connection of relationships I have.
Is this what
What?
forgiving a goddess of genocide feels like?
I can wear many masks, but I still hurt deep down.
Deep, like real deep.
I guess small people aren't even in the conversation.
Pick up my voice.
Oh my goodness, you. But you know,
Thank you, Mama.
she
Anytime I pick him
gave
up.
us- She gave Vagus the extra boost to ascend. Remember?
You just keep eating your breakfast. I'll try to give you a boost.
I know
Walk up behind
Vagus
him
can
and just-
potentially do it, but I'm like
Mid-flight.
more worried. Like I'm not as confident.
I don't know. Can I
I don't think we have the power yet. I think that took a lot from her.
can I focus on my boon and see if I can harness some power from it to share?
As you attempt to focus your energy, you're starting to gather the individuals that have passed on throughout the days. However, you don't feel that potentially you have the power to
Do you have like an
jumpstart.
ETA?
And you get the sense
Minus
as you try to
10
feel
days.
that power, what makes a god. There's not a lot of entities contributing to your energy pool.
I'm not being worshipped,
So, can I see like his?
so I can do
download?
it.
Oh
Next
my
question
god,
back
you're
at
not
me.
being worshipped? Let me worship you real quick.
I'm gonna light some incense and do a little.
Does that increase his download progress?
The bar moved up to 10%.
As you
Well,
I
we're
will
about to
say,
send
as you
more
think-
people to you.
True. That's not worship. I'm just walking people to God.
That's not- that's
If you
not-
die, you don't automatically start worshiping me.
make a religion check for me.
Close enough, right?
2.
Never mind.
God.
Do I get advantage on? It's an intelligence thing, man. I'm
Okay, I'll give you advantage. I'll give you advantage.
Natural 1.
It's intelligence, like Magus.
Oh, bud.
Oh.
Can you strength his religion?
So you're saying we can
punched the
trust
religion.
Katie in terms of jump starts?
Huh? What'd you say?
So you're saying we can trust? I'm talking to Ava. So we can trust Katie in terms of jump starts?
She's gonna make all of
deal
us.
I think she can't do them one after the other.
Also, probably all
But
to
I
make a
think-
deal.
And it was also, I'm not gonna lie, it was also part of like the deal. Like I don't know if she would just do it for us unless we made a deal of some sort with her again.
Can you just remind me, what did she do other than just telling us you basically have to die? Did she do something else?
No,
I
She
just-
gave
She
him
gave
the
him
powers.
Got it.
She battery powered him.
I missed that part. I forgot that.
Yeah.
She
She gave him like 1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah.
Like,
she jump started his ascension directly.
what?
They were docking during these.
She's the
Oh my
ascension
God.
fluffer.
No.
Please, no.
It's your friend.
Your best friend.
Your dad.
Yeah. He ascended already.
You're adopted.
Well, I'm glad that the
He knows.
I know.
talk was
It's our whole
in better
backstory.
light.
I didn't even have to tell him that one. I think he just came out like, I don't think that's how this works.
All right, so are we?
I think we're heading out, right?
Yep,
To
We're gonna go to Delphi, right?
Delphi.
that's the plan.
So Delphi, everyone to the storage room.
All right.
Ava, do the honors.
Alrighty. I
We are
turn the
invading
key
enemy
and I
country.
think about Delphi's room, which I haven't been in for years.
Mm-hmm.
But I just turn the knob and walk in, and what do we walk in on?
So, what
Oh.
door are you attempting to?
I'm busy right now. Oh no, we walked in on the 8 o'clock appointment.
Bright and early, goddamn.
I'm coming over for breakfast.
I think I'm gonna go in from her closet door because probably not the bathroom, probably not the front door,
So hear me
but
out.
somewhere like she probably has like a walk-in
Starlight
closet.
Battalion.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Featured in Trapped in the Closet.
Oh.
Like I don't know who like.
So you could turn
Even if
it
it's not a
anything.
client, people will just come to her room to talk to her and get consultations from her and stuff because
Yeah.
she is a divination wizard. I will
Uh-huh.
remind you all.
Oh.
Yeah, so I will
so
say, as
that's
you-
what her clientele is.
She said
No,
she
no,
wasn't
no.
taking any more new
It's
clients.
definitely both.
Oh, it's just not all that.
Clarification. It's actually both.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I will say,
I
as
keep
you
business
open the
from
door
pleasure separate.
and you start to step through, entering like from the inside of the
forget to
closet,
mix
coming
up.
out of the closet. Actually, no, I'll say it goes the
Oh,
other
you
way.
wanted the
As you go, you open the door and you guys all find yourself in a massive, beautiful walk-in closet. Like this,
Whoa.
the closet itself is almost the size of your guys' sleeping arrangements on the dead end.
Holy shit.
And you can see that there are all manners of robes and dresses, and there's an entire like section of the wall for shoes. In the center has this velvet-covered island that is currently clear of things, but you definitely have walked into wealth and luxury.
What the heck is this?
Can I clarify one or two things real quick?
Yes.
During our morning breakfast, Ava would have spent the 1 minute casting, or 10 minutes or something, casting Wind Walk on everyone for
Ooh,
today.
yes.
Sure.
For
Okay.
8
Yes.
hours.
Yep.
And then I assume Apollo set
Bond.
up telepathic bond for us.
Sure. So
Okay, great.
you find yourself on the inside of this closet, and I'll say for the scene, as Ava, you immediately turn and you start to open the closet door to kind of look out into Delphi's room. You see the familiar, that the closet is next to like the sleeping area on the bed. You can see the large, shut the fuck up. You see the large 4-poster bed that is well made, currently
Ooh.
empty. You see that she's changed the sheets to like a silver or gray color.
Gray.
And you can see
Divination wizard.
off to the left, there's like a small, or I should say small for the scale of her luxury, but like a small sitting area. And you can see her walk in with a silver tray that holds a china tea set that she sets down in front of a well-dressed man who is currently sitting with his hands folded in front of him, deep in thought, as if he just finished a conversation. And she begins to make some sort of comment about what he said. When she looks up and makes eye contact with you, returns to set down the key, and then does a quick double take over to you. And she just quickly like steps, so her back is completely to you, and you can no longer see this man. And you hear, "Here, why don't you have some warm tea and take a moment?
Can I?
I'm just gonna go grab something real quick." And she just walks over and she goes, "Everyone, I'm with someone," and shuts the door.
Can I have seen who that person was?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just take a note.
Yeah, I should take a. Yeah, you can.
Just take a note.
You do not recognize him.
That's
You do
fine.
not recognize him.
I turn into him in the closet.
Maybe
Okay.
she'll get
Can I
confused
also-
and come in
who-
here.
who is
Who are
he?
you?
I'll say you've never seen him before.
Okay.
This is a stranger to you. And all of you can hear like this little edge on her voice as she goes, "Well, I can understand why this would be of concern. Unfortunately, the elements are not in my favor today. I hope that what I was able to provide is of some significance to you, but perhaps you can return this evening and we can continue our conversation." Yes, of course, that will be fine.
I make note of his
Yes, of
voice
course.
too.
Huh?
I make note of his voice too.
Yeah, you can't hear him, you just hear her.
Oh.
She's like he's speaking very softly and she has a louder voice. And after a few moments, you hear sets of footsteps, a door opening, a door closing, a few moments of silence, and then rapid footfalls, and suddenly the door opens fully. You see that her eyes are currently down as she was expecting Ava, and then just looks up at all of you.
I have turned back into Apollo.
Sure. And you see she's a little taken it back. And you all see, well, I guess, Ava, do you want to describe what she looks like?
Ooh. Let me remember what she looks like. I think
Tingle
Delphi is
bitties.
a beautiful, beautiful high elven woman. Her name is Delphinaria.
Good
And definitely made that name like the Oracle of Delphi from mythology.
No, definitely not. But that's okay. She's got good feet.
She's probably wearing beautiful silk, like loose kind of silk dresses. It's like semi-sheer, semi-modest. Like she looks hot as hell. She,
Yes.
let me see. I don't know what else. I don't think she's yeah.
What color is her hair?
I'm imagining like a reddish blonde.
Yeah, okay. She opens the door and like looks across all of you and,
Hello.
"Oh, hello, I recognize your voice.
Hey.
Ava!" And she
I go
immediately
up and
kneels.
hug her.
Yeah, she kneels down and takes your hug. "It has
What with
been-
her?
Oh, I would, and she kind of like, "Oh, I would assume so.
I've made friends.
I could
You
see
said
that.
you saw this in my future, and you were right.
I saw what?
But I would make friends in my future.
And Of course, I never doubted you. Well, Ava's friends, and she stands up. I will admit, when you asked if you could come to my chambers, I was not quite imagining you would be walking out of my closet. I should probably get that checked out.
Surprise! I really wouldn't worry about it.
I think it's an us thing.
Yeah.
It's an us
Yeah.
thing.
Sorry for the interruption.
Disturbance.
Of course. I will admit, why are you in my closet?
Well, you see, as I mentioned,
Lock your doors.
we have
us thing.
unfinished business.
Wait, can you take more people now with you through these doors?
Oh, you miss it. She could take whole ships through doors.
That's true.
Really?
It's pretty cool.
My house great. I no longer just fell in through the balcony window like I did on you the first time.
Well, I'm glad for that. Most interesting. Well, I'm welcome to have you and all your friends. Please, come in. Can I get you something to drink? Some tea, perhaps.
For-
Elsie, I'm so sorry for like barging in like this on you. I know you like things to be very proper and orderly and stuff, but just really worried about you. That one time I practiced some of that magic that you were teaching me, like the divination and the scrying. Like when you showed me those things, it was insane. But I saw things and it looked like you were in danger and I was so worried. I'm just really happy to see you.
I am happy to see you too. And she at this point she's like walked across the room. And you see she has like a table that's specifically for tea, and you can see that she holds out a hand over a metal kettle, and you can see you would recognize some sort of fire incantation that she just holds over, and immediately starts to see steam coming out, and she begins to pour the tea. You know, Ava, sometimes divination can give us all sorts of strange visions. But I appreciate your warning. Things have been, well, not quite dangerous, but it is always proper to be cautious. And she sets the tray down on the table where the man was sitting before, and gestures for you all to sit at the many chairs around this area.
Just before sitting, I cast dancing lights, but they're black lights, and I would like to look around the room.
It is incredibly clean.
Thank God.
I have to inquire. You spoke of oh, I'm sorry. I did not catch.
My name is Apollo.
Thank you.
I'm you.
Vagus.
Pleasure.
Wait. Pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to meet all of you. And well, I am glad that you are Ava's traveling companions, friends. She's quite a spirited young woman. I'm glad that she found like-minded people. Apologies for my lack of courtesy. I am still, I suppose, surprised by the message I received yesterday. I do not wish to get involved in something over my head, but you made quite threatening remarks to a visitor of our high halls.
We needed entry in to Altor. And we needed a place where we could get to that wouldn't immediately raise suspicions.
How much do you know about this visitor?
Not much, I'm afraid. From what I have heard, he has been expected and considered to be a great asset among the military leaders. For what, I cannot be sure. But there are many that have been itching for war for many a year now, and he is a spirit of one. I have not met him personally though, but based on the descriptions, I would simply want to meet him out of curiosity rather than personal interest. But he arrived with a crew of his own and a few large vessels.
Do you know where they're staying at?
I do not personally know.
That's okay.
But I would imagine somewhere within either one of the castles or one of the High Lord's establishments. But apologies, I don't know personally.
That's okay. What you've done is already more than enough.
Of course, anything to help Ava, and by extension, her friends. I would caution of an assassination attempt. It is not taken kindly, well, or any sort of killing. I
Won't be an attempt.
Gas! He's getting the fucking gas!
You attempt to do something today, yes? More than take a life. This is much bigger. Yes?
Much, unfortunately.
I had a strange dream last night. A dream of fire and dark smoke and uncertainty. But I could see all of you through the smoke. It was strange. I normally don't have visions of so many people at once before. This was a vision of great turmoil and consequence.
Is that fire and smoke here in Altor? Or was just...
I do not know. Unfortunately, it was not specific.
It'd be the worst of timing
But-
for the fucking dragon to show up here.
I specifically, part of my surprise, and she gestures to Vagus, I saw him walking down a path with many another figure, but I could not see their faces.
Well, he is the guardian of the dead, so.
Right.
There's a lot going on with divinity and stuff right now.
I can see that. I should warn you, Ava, not to
Yes?
not to violate your privacy. You know I have my rules when it comes to looking upon my clientele, you included. But
Yes.
every time I checked in on you, the visions were strange. Very. You see, she kind of like holds her teacup and begins like kind of tapping on the porcelain, and before she looks down to the liquid, kind of like this tea, very fluid, changing, powerful. It was as if I was not looking upon your destiny or your future, but rather the future that you would cause. That is not normal in my experience. You are very capable and already a very, very powerful mage. Just, you and your friends are obviously in something quite dangerous. Are you safe, relatively speaking?
Ava has learned the art of social talking, and she just sort of stares at Delphi for a second. Is like, do I tell her the truth or a white lie?
She's been hanging out with Apollo too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to learn a little bit. She's like, you know,
Now, white lies are
One
okay
can
if you don't
never-
want to hurt their feelings.
One can never be too safe in this ever-changing world of ours.
I agree. Very well. I will not pry further into your business. But just tread with caution, Ava. Futures that are fluid like this, that are so effective on reality. It is a sign of one that is meant to have a great destiny, but also one that is to bring about some calamity, which may bode both good or ill. It's difficult to say.
Yeah, I've been hearing the disaster word a lot around me recently, but I think just a lot of things are happening at once, and it's gonna be the end of a big cycle. So there's gonna be a lot of change, and all of us are caught up in that.
Very well. I apologize.
Thank you for worrying, though.
Always, Ava. And I apologize. I've been giving all my focus to Ava. You all must have come with questions as well. Is there anything I can do for you?
I'm good.
Okay.
I think
Do you know what a
you've
Laxel?
done everything. What was that, Apollo?
Oh, he dropped the big backstory question.
He asked, does she know Alaxel?
Oh, my apologies.
And she's my 10
Continue.
o'clock.
You should be running right now.
Oh, he's actually my next client.
Wait, what?
No.
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 Well, you know what that means.
Well,
They either want to see the future or they want to see the future.
Or ascend.
or ascend. Ascension is free.
Alexa, yes, I do know of him. He comes to seek guidance from me every now and then, but fuck off. I will not. He is not one of my regulars, so to speak. I find that he is one that is very sure of himself in the terms of his future.
Do you have any contact information by any chance? Place of residence, where his lab may be?
Yes, I do know the location of at least his offices. I don't know where he personally lives, but yes, I can tell you his office. And also, she can give you that location. You know that he has two offices. He has one that is within the royal hall, that is more secure, obviously. Those are for his more classified experimentations. But he also has his own private office where he does his business.
We'll take both of the locations if you don't mind.
There you go. And also, she gives you those two locations. Well, mainly the one that's not in the royal halls.
What's the move?
Um,
We can go for Ego now, cause a disturbance. We can wait for him to leave, and when he leaves, then we can go for him.
if he's an honored guest, it's gonna be hard to get to him.
Not necessarily honored.
Well, yeah, honored.
He's a
I
guest.
just think but he's a guest.
he's a guest.
We can find out where he's at first and see what the situation is.
Let's find out more
So-
first.
Do you know
I
where
can,
the military guests stay?
One of the Lord.
I do not know where this Ego Rex is.
Just guessing one of the
I'm not
lords.
sure whose guest he is, just
Okay.
that he's been quite a hot topic.
Got it. Well, we could do some searching.
We could
I think Apollo.
We can.
piss him off and
I'm gonna
hope he makes
mentally
a move.
say we can win. I can cast locate creature, and then we can wind
Yep.
walk around Altor.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I like that a lot.
Ah, love it.
And then she told us it's like they have the military like they have castles, like different lords and generals have different like mansions or castles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
Just
can
look
go
for the
through
big
the
fancy
neighborhood
spots.
and
Yeah.
just locate creature him.
I like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Just
I think-
I'm thinking you guys. We have to just scout a little bit and talk about how we would attack him. Because
Oh yeah, no, we're not just going for it.
Yeah, maybe it'd be better to wait until a certain time, like
Yeah.
nighttime, or I don't know. We'll see.
First, we just see where he's at and what that's
We'll go
kind of
from
looking
there.
like, and we'll go from there.
We'll start with step one. And
Yeah.
Then we'll
Let's
adjust.
let's locate creature and then let's start windwalking.
Yeah. Thank
Well,
you, Delphi.
Thank you, Delphi. This is only going to take a minute.
I'm ascending.
Yeah. We're gonna just leave a window open for us. We're gonna go explore and this stuff.
You'll see.
Oh, all right. Very well.
Yeah, we're just going to go explore town.
I don't know if we're gonna come back here, but it was really good to see you.
It was good to see you as well, Ava. And apologies that our visit was so short. I should inform you, this isn't, well, public knowledge or very common at all, really. I do not know how much longer I will be staying in Eltor. But
Probably for the
What's wrong?
best.
this war that I'm sure you've heard with Aldir, one of my clients has become more and more demanding of my time since escalations have occurred in a way that is I'm not finding very comfortable.
What client is this?
Let me know.
A very powerful client.
The Emperor himself.
Indeed.
Wait, did you say yes?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
How frequently?
Bro.
That Imperial gawk.
I
my
am
God.
not at liberty to discuss, well, too much information. But,
No, but that's scary.
he is very much wishes to know every potential outcome of what is to occur. Despite my reminders that such magics are not, they are more suggestions than things that should be taken for military strategy. But he has become increasingly paranoid, and you you should know that if you plan to, Alexo, is he a friend? If you don't
Not
mind.
at all.
That is for the best, and I would recommend you keep it that way. He is not viewed quite favorably by the Emperor at this time.
I wonder why.
Can I mental message Apollo and be like, should we ask if she knows anything about the syndicate?
I think didn't we already talk to her about it?
Okay, maybe we did.
Because I know we talked to her and Damon.
Yeah.
Was
Was there ever any look of recognition on her face when she looked at Apollo?
Not that you noticed.
Okay. Hey, you. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you can you still transform into Minerva, and can
Yes,
you
I
ask
can.
her if she's seen Minerva before?
Yeah. Have you seen? I'm gonna look like someone else for a second. Can you just tell me if you've seen this person before? Me, Minerva.
Indeed, yes.
Yes.
Well, yes, that is Minnie.
That's who?
Minnie.
Minnie.
Who?
How do you know Minnie?
She's not an official client per se, but she comes asking for advice. She is one of the young cadets in the military program. Came with high recommendations. I'll admit, I was surprised. I don't normally take soldiers just for scheduling reasons, but she had quite a bit of pull.
Huh.
And we ended up just talking about things that are going on with her day and how she's doing and advice every once in a while. Very nice girl.
And you've never seen me before.
No, I do not believe I have. I'm sorry, have we met before?
Does the name Azerix mean anything to you?
She looks over to you. Your chair's stolen.
Always. The chair's so much nicer.
It's weird. He's regretting breaking the old chair.
I've stolen it and I'm not giving it back. Yeah.
I am familiar with that name, yes.
How familiar.
You see, she glances over at you again.
As Minerva.
Mhm. He's often a conversation point for Minnie, but and she kind of glances over at Ava. I'm sorry, what is this about?
Oh, well.
I think we're seeing who we could potentially run into in Altor.
Minerva
And who do-
Mini is one of many. There are, whether they're actual people with living souls, clones, duplicates, I have no clue. But there are numerous of them throughout this plane.
They're Alexals.
Luxor's created a very nifty tool. I myself am one of those tools. We were sent to Aldir as spies to report back.
That might explain. Perhaps she is interviewing me as much as I'm interviewing her. You mentioned that they have no soul.
I don't know.
Well, at the very least, I can sense that. I don't sense not a soul from you.
But a fragment.
That would explain. Apologies, I'm not exactly, just different. I do not sense that with Minnie.
So she's whole. Or they've created something based off of her. Because when we looked at her, it took us to numerous different... We tried to scry on her, and it took us to numerous different versions of herself.
Wasn't there one in like a tube? Like a pod?
Mm-hmm.
Was it
Yeah.
her? When...
But there
There's
was also
one
a,
real one,
there is a pod
but there were a
in
ton.
Yeah.
Dendar as well.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm sorry, I do not. Based on our conversation, she is just a young cadet.
Do you happen to have any point of contact for her as well?
I'm sorry, no, I don't know much about her. There's, like I said, having a foot soldier such as her in my office is unusual. I was not provided any further information, but I would have to see her immediately.
When did that happen?
I started meeting with her. It's been a few years now. She's taken. Look, I don't normally divulge this much information, but you're friends of Ava's and this seems important. So, when she first arrived, she was had the sense that something had happened. She was incredibly quiet, very untrusting. It took several meetings before she would even say a word to me. And it took a long time before we started having communications. But through those talks, I just learned a little bit more about her. Things she liked, how her days were going, things like that. That name you mentioned, Azarix. She spoke about him quite a bit recently. It's a hard conversation. I still haven't exactly figured out who Azarix is or what happened. I got the sense that perhaps he was a sibling. I didn't get the sense there was a lover or anything like that, but or a childhood friend. But something happened to him, something very traumatic. But I have no idea what. It is one of the things that we are working on when she's able to come by.
So just to summarize for me,
Yeah.
Mini has been coming to therapy basically, and she just recently mentioned that something traumatic happened to Azarix.
So Minnie's been coming for, as you said, basically the therapy for the last few years.
Yeah.
She has had some sort of trauma that caused her not to speak, and it's only recently that she started mentioning the name Azarix. And Delphi believes that is probably the trauma of why she wasn't speaking before.
Oh, I see. Why she wasn't speaking before.
Yeah, like the Azarix had something to do with the trauma.
Okay.
But she hasn't been able to figure out who exactly Azarix is or what happened.
I look at Apollo because to see how he's reacting before I say anything.
Apollo's just trying to process as much as he can.
Well,
One last question, I guess, before we take our leave. Do you know of a group known as the Syndicate? Or as an individual known as Damon Silver?
The Syndicate, yes. Not personally, of course. It is a very secretive group within the government that you'd rather not meet. That other name, no, is not familiar to me.
Very well. That's all I have.
Should we
okay.
wind out?
Locate creature. I cast it. Can I ritual cast it?
Allow it.
Yay! I ritual.
Okay.
I ritual cast locate creature.
Okay.
And then we take a minute and turn into wind and wind walk together.
Before I do it, can I message? I'm gonna message Damien. I know it's been a while. I haven't really been able to figure anything else out. I'm in Altor. I need answers now.
Do you ask him anything, or that's it?
What?
You ask him anything, or is that it?
That's all I'll send for now.
You get a response. Be safe.
Apollo will transform to wind.
With that, as you all become wind and leave through the window of Delphi's chambers,
Through the window to the wall.
walls, as you exit out of a beautiful silver tower into the thick, black, polluted air that hangs like a cloud over the city of Altor. You see buildings that are not built in a traditional suburban sprawl, but stacked on top of one another, almost like shipping crates. Every inch of surface has been built up in some way to accommodate housing. The building stands so tall that from what you're able to see, that you cannot even see the streets below in this dark cloud as this ash and smog just hangs over the city as the fires of industry forever burn in Altor. And in this city of millions, you're on the hunt for one man.
Nice. Hey, nice. Okay.
Made by Andrew himself.
No.
You AI, but you made that. I'm so proud of you. So, and that
Type the prompt.
is where we're going
lot
to
of
end this
prompts.
week's session.
Oh,
Wow.
So, we will continue next week at our first visit in Altor. We're going to do some touristy things. We'll check the local landscape. We're going to kill a bitch.
yeah.
We're
So,
gonna kill a few.
We are gonna
bitches.
kill a bitch.
Yeah, we'll see how that plays
Bitches
out.
gonna die.
Yeah.
Bitches will
So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us all the way until the end. We will return next Sunday to watch how this campaign goes from 20 to 1. Bye, y'all.
My friends.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.